Yo, 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 what up, crypto fam? Y'all think I wasn't gonna let you go down without me, would you? What an epic day, guys. Sorry, I'm so hungry. I'm going on like 24 hours. Not really, I wasn't up till 6, but what time is it? I'm going on a 23-hour grind right now. Let's go. Got the pre-workout. See this smile on my face? We'll be dry scooping pre-workout in about 30 seconds. Let's go, baby. We nailing every single DCA target all the way down, baby. Matta method, let's go. Y'all got your Matta method in play? We riding it down. Did I save anybody money on Luna today? Did I help anybody save money on Luna today? I hope so. Toaster strudel, my favorite. Be the first time in history if we retest those highs. We're gonna go over it in a minute. Bacon sandwich, nice, Nate. Heck yeah. No BLT. Got a little tea over here. Let's go, David. I'll be headed to the gym here after I take a nap for about 3 hours. Dude, these are the Black Swan events that happen very rarely. This will probably be one of the last few big Black Swan events that we get. This is the opportunity of a lifetime. I'm going to show you guys here in a second. Yeah, Hugh Tran, if you send me the money to buy it, I'll buy it for you. With your money, hell yeah. Lifestyle, how? How have you been shorting it since $2? I'm so jealous. I don't know one exchange that you can short Luna on right now. I made 15K shorting it last night. Yo, Stefano, what up, homie? I don't think we're going to go that low. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. This is the great flush upon us, man. It's happening. All the moon boys that were shilling us those garbage projects, man. They are getting people murdered. Because those projects aren't going to come back. And that's the difference between promoting good projects and shit coins, right? Mm-hmm. What up, friends? This is blue raspberry lemonade. Yeah, but you can on Bybit because the market price is so high above it. Like UST will say, like when I was shorting it earlier at $2, it was liquidating me at $2.95 and price wasn't even going there. But Bybit is a legit exchange, right? Like they use the price of Luna, the value of Luna across like 20 or 30 different exchanges. VRA, maybe. I don't know. That's why I told you guys I wouldn't buy it. You know, people are like, oh man, how are you bullish on VRA and you don't own any? How are you bullish on this project and you don't own any? I'm bullish on a lot of shit, but I'm not dumb enough to buy it, you know? Because I don't know when these market conditions are going to happen. And VRA is a sexy shill coin, right? It performs horrible in bear markets. It performs horrible in crypto, absolutely catastrophic in crypto winners. And then there's no telling that if we go into a 1 year crypto winter, like you guys see how fast the space changes. So what was hot and sexy, Gala, you know, all these gaming projects, next time we go around, there's going to be sexier, more advanced, higher quality gaming projects that are only $1 million market cap or $5 million market cap. So it's like, I tell people, like, if you're not getting into the gaming projects and setting up nodes, what are you doing? Mm-hmm. Yeah, everything's going to get delisted. Yeah, you want to get rid of your Luna as soon as, I mean, obviously, like, what are you doing holding on to it now? I mean, like, well, just watch the Carl the Moon Boy. Listen to these guys. What an idiot, man. Like, this guy not only gets you guys wrecked on Costa and everything else, then, like, dude, anybody that did any research would have told you buying Luna, you're an effing idiot. They're putting out so many coins into circulation, and listen to this dumbass.
Just lost $1.6 million in Luna. The video has close to 100,000 views now, just after a few hours. Crazy. Thank you for the support, guys. And
right.
Yes, it is true.
Right? So his video right here just got 73,000 views. That video alone's probably going to make him a couple grand. So he's like, oh yeah, my video just went viral. He's making so much money off these dumb things. Like, here, let me make a couple $1 million, you know?
I lost $1.6 million worth of Luna today because the price just went straight down. We're all in the same boat here, guys. Many of us lost money today. If you didn't lose money in Luna, you lost money somewhere else because everything is crashing right now. I want to take a look at some charts. I want to talk about Bitcoin, Ethereum, and Luna and UST and all that stuff. But first I want to tell you that actually I bought back in a little bit into Luna now. I added to my position. So essentially, I put in more than $100,000. I think $150,000 on Bybit. I bought, or you can own, if you go to Bybit, you can also buy Luna. And what I did was I put in real quick $150,000 at these levels, because if Luna comes back, then I can recoup some of my losses. So right now you can see that Terra Luna is right now at $2.3.
Yeah, take his advice. Sign up with his link, guys. Fucking douche, man. I've heard so many stories about like his fake like giveaway scams and shit like that he never actually gives anything away. And then he just says he does. Guy, man. And we were reading the comments earlier on his videos, right? Carl wants to pump Luna so he can cash out and minimize losses. Never trade to make up a losing position. I will come back to $1. Don't rush, guys. I'm not buying Lunar or UST. That's way too much of a risk. Now that all the whales are out, liquidity levels are scary as F. Luna and UST may actually die in this bear cycle. Carl, I would not add to a losing position. You're brave, man. Brave, more like stuck on stupid, man. Telling people you lost 1.6 million without selling is incredibly misleading. I would rather pay fees than use your links. Bottom, this is the worst catastrophic black swan event. This is the most likely going to cripple every single proof of stake project, if I had to guess. Like, by the time that we come out of this crypto winter, 75% of these projects won't be here. This ain't going to be a short-lived bounce like summer. We're heading in towards the worst economic collapse in the world, if I had to guess. But I can't guess, so I don't have to. I just DCA in a Cadena. The most advanced, most superior technology fixes a majority of the issues in this industry. No brainer. Got wrecked. Yeah, but he got wrecked with your guys' hard-earned money. Right? Like this Costa project, and why I say he's such a scumbag. Taking a look at Costa, right? This is the Moon Boys project, and it had almost a $200 million market cap. So we built this crypto app that you can send payments from instantly, anywhere for free with crypto. Well, I can do that on Twitter. I can do that on Facebook. I can do that on Cash App. I can do that on Strike. There are a billion applications out here. The billion applications, right? And here, founder, Carl the Moon, right? Jordan TMG and Ivan the Tech. The same guys that are going to be promoting you guys Hex. The same guys that are promoting Richard Hart. The same guys that are just going to get you guys just annihilated, man. This project was never going to do anything. Nobody was ever going to use it. But with Bitboy and all the Goon Squad promoting it, they knew that they could drive this market cap up to $200 million. All their vesting schedules, their vesting cliffs on that project were like a month, 30 days. So by the time the product even hit the market, all of the vesting cliffs were already unlocked. And all they did was just suck money out of retail and traders. That product was never going to do anything, but legally, it's just a failed business. They put it in an LLC in the Cayman Islands. They launch a third-party failed business. It doesn't work out. Oh, we could have never saw this crypto winter coming. Sorry, guys. Didn't deliver. And what's the and you come over here to the Moon Carl's website, and you see him over here sitting eating McDonald's on these Porsches and on these Bugattis, right? That he bought, right? He wasn't a smart crypto investor. He didn't make this money from crypto. He made this money from straight up ripping off his subscribers and shilling these shit projects down everybody's throat. Him, Bitboy, Banter. Y'all like Becker, but Becker's right in the same boat, you know? These guys, this is what these guys do. These are the guys that you guys follow and subscribe to. And every video of theirs you watch, you're making them more money. And they're taking that money and they're using it to build ways and build teams of people that can manipulate you out of every hard-earned penny you make. These are the scumbags of crypto. The Bernie Madoffs, like Bitboy Madoff, Banner Madoff, right? Bitboy and Banner made off with your crypto. Period. They are everything that's wrong with this industry. They promote shit projects that are never going to go anywhere. They give you guys misleading advice to try to pump their own bags. And they don't help educate you on what blockchain technology is. Period. Soon people are going to wake up and realize this. Like, I can't believe, like, those guys at events, like, they better watch out. Like, they probably have to have their own bodyguards at these events. Because oh man, if I would have put some of my kids, you know, trying to make some moves for my kid, you know. Heck yeah, lifestyle. Man, I would have held on to that short. I couldn't even get in one, man. I kept getting liquidated before I got in one. I got liquidated with 2x leverage on Bybit. Trading this coin. With the limit positions in, like, there was no way feasibly possible for me to get liquidated, but yet I did. Pissed me off, man. I don't know why everybody thinks Bitcoin's coming to 20K, right? If Bitcoin breaks this support here, Bitcoin's probably coming down to, it's going to return to the last previous area of support. You don't have support on Bitcoin all the way down till about 6K. I don't know why anybody thinks it's going to stop at 20. There was no support at 20. And you don't find support on previous resistance. You find support on previous support. So if Bitcoin breaks this here, it's a long way down. So I don't think it's going to come down there, but, you know, the whole entire industry has just changed in a matter of seconds. I'm DCing long into Bitcoin down to 25K. Seth, Thank you guys for the retweets, man. Thank you guys big time, guys. It was already at like 15 retweets. It's pinned up there to the top. If you guys could hook it up, I'd greatly appreciate it. And smash that like pretty please. And you won't see these Moon Boys on here. You think Carl the Moon Boy is going to be live doing a Q&A with you guys? Nah. These guys show these shit projects and let them dump on you. They don't give a fuck about you guys. I don't shill Cadena because I want to pump my own bags. I'm trying to help educate you guys on what is the future of all crypto. And this playlist will have everything you need in there. If you search Ryan Matta, how to buy Cadena, Ryan Matta, Cadena tokenomics, Ryan Matta, Cadena VCs, Ryan Matta, Cadena, you know, price predictions, everything you need to know about Cadena is right there, guys, right in that playlist. So I wouldn't even be in here in this live stream. If you don't know what Cadena is or don't understand about Cadena, the best thing you could do for your bags, for your kids, for your family is watch that playlist and start educating yourself about blockchain technology. Cardano is a failed project, my friend. It's a Kool-Aid drinking, proof of stake, not scaling. Always waiting on the next hard fork kind of BS, man. By the time Cardano gets it figured out, we might be in blockchain 5.0, web 5.0 by the time Cardano figures it out. And no, a big part of Cardano was going to be the JDEG stablecoin, which now regulations are going to put that to death, right? Like we are watching projects launch on Cadena with a $670,000 market caps. This is the wildest thing I've ever seen. The Cadena ecosystem is such a baller opportunity for us. We're going to make so much money. Good live stream tonight too in the privates, guys. Just covered the next DeFi kingdoms of Cadena. It's going to be one of the biggest gaming projects on Cadena to launch, at least now anyways. That project's going to make people a lot of money. Ethereum update is the biggest Ponzi scheme ever. If you haven't watched my Ethereum, why Ethereum's the shadiest, I can't believe this, man. You guys got to watch this video. If you haven't watched it already. Right here. Go watch this video. I cannot believe that they're actually going to get away with this. Blows my mind, man. The shadiness that's going on in this industry. Man, oh man. You want to come in here and talk shit about Cadena? Please do. Who thinks Cadena is a shitcoin? Who in here thinks Cadena is a shitcoin? Drop a 1 in the comments. Choose wisely, guys. Y'all know what's gonna happen. So. CKB, I sold at a loss for more Cadena last week. AR, no, I think DocuShield is building what AR did, but on Cadena in Pact, and the coding language is so much safer and more secure. It's going to change the game. Go. That got the trolls in here out of here really quick. So, any other ones? Anybody else think Cadena's a shitcoin? Pixel FX, all right, out of here. All right, hide user. Look at that, man. We just cleaned up house in 30 seconds. That didn't take long. All right, now it's like we back in the private live streams. Sorry, Crow General. Sorry, Flunk. Sorry, Pixel. Sorry, Riding Dick. I mean, riding something. Yes, I am, Johnny on the spot. Sure am. I can't teach stupid, and I don't want to have to argue with stupid, so let them go promote their Cadena. Let them go fill their Cardano bags. We don't need them in here. I'm trying to help educate people. They're too ignorant to see what's actually happening, so. Anybody else think Cadena's a shitcoin? Drop a 1 in the comments. I don't need you. I don't work for you guys, man. Nah, USDT, guys, you don't understand. Luna, none of these other stable coins are Ponzi. Luna, UST is pegged, meaning like it references the dollar as its value. That's where it's supposed to stabilize at. It's not algorithmic. It's not like you're not burning Bitcoin to get Luna or get UST. You put $1 in fiat, it goes into a bank, and they mint a US dollar. It'll always be stable. Rico, up in that playlist, buddy. I just told you. Bybit, Binance, Google it. But if you're asking that, man, this is how people get so devastated in crypto, guys. If you haven't done enough research to understand where to buy the coin, don't buy it, guys. Please don't, man. Just take your time. We're going to be in a crypto winter for a while. Yeah, there's a big probability that some VCs are going to step in and send Cadena back up, but there's also a probability it's going to bleed out. We don't have DeFi. We don't have anything turning on for a couple more weeks. So there ain't nothing to stop the bleed. All right, Indian Kitchen. Sorry, buddy. You're lying to everybody. I've given you so many chances, bro. Nobody in here believes that you have 16,200 Cadena. You lied to us about trading. You were trying to act like you were trading and making all this Cadena. Sorry, buddy. It's just bad for you. No, like we all gave you so many chances. You're not. You don't. And if you do, you're lying about how you get it. We don't trust you. We don't believe you. Sorry, buddy. Please cancel your membership. Not cocky, Element. I've been on here every single day trying to help educate you guys. And I get cocky because I go through my videos and I tried telling everybody that this was coming, right? That you should get rid of your Luna. But I have to come on here and I can't even be honest with you guys. I can't be like, you guys are stupid for holding your Luna. Do you understand what's happening with stablecoins and regulations? You would be a fucking moron to hold your Luna. Instead, I came on here and was like, hey guys, I just don't feel like it's, probably a good idea. And, chances. And I had to like make shit up and like to try to like get a point across without being rude about it and cocky about it. Because if I was, I would have been the #1 hated person on YouTube, right? That video would have got disliked. It would have destroyed my channel, the whole Luna army, because people are so ignorant, right? That all they want is Lambos. So anytime you even put any factual evidence that says, hey guys, this might not be a good idea, right? Ignore the fools, right, FH? Tell me again. Where is that? KuCoin, Seth. Coin Metro, Binance, Google. I've answered you 5 times, buddy. And I gave you a playlist that has all the answers in it. Please don't answer again. I'll just block you, man. So many coins are partnered with Luna. It honestly doesn't matter anymore. Nothing matters anymore. That's why the entire industry is crippling right now. Come on, one more DCA target. Come down to 25, baby. I'm not getting liquidated. I can ride this long all the way down to like 17. You're the only dude on YouTube I watch, man. What up, friends? Thank you, man. I appreciate y'all. Yeah, Cop. I tried telling everybody not to buy the dips on Luna. There's still too much money in the market cap of Luna right now. These whales are just making a killing hand over fist. Now there's 2.1 billion coins of Luna out in circulation. The price of Luna is 34 cents. Market cap's down to 715 million. Taking a look at UST. I wouldn't even think about it. UST's at 68 cents and the market cap's $8 billion. They got another $8 billion of these whales that are, because the algorithm doesn't stop, right? These guys are burning Luna. They're going and buying Luna right now and they're coming burning it and they're getting the difference, right? They're getting to keep the difference and they keep doing it over and over and over and over again. Like these guys are sucking so much money. If you could play the game, right? There's another 210 billion. You go buy Luna, you take Luna, you burn it for UST, you get to keep the difference. And these guys just keep doing it. These guys are making so much money right now. And it's impossible for them to get the peg back in section because Terraform's Labs has to be buying UST and trying to burn it and trying to burn it and burn it, but it's just not enough because people just keep going and buying more Luna and burning more Luna and burning more Luna and burning more Luna. It's going to be so hard for them to get that peg out, but I wouldn't wait. I wouldn't. Like number one, Luna now has 210 billion coins out in circulation. Total supply, 3.2 billion. Wild. Sorry, what was that, Chips? Chips and dips. Chips bought all the dips and he's broke. Chips broke. Sorry, Chips. Chips hangs out with the Moon Boys. Bitboy Madoff coming to the rescue. It already is imploding, Grumpy. It is imploding. That's why I was on here. Like when I woke up at 6 in the morning and I seen what was happening, I flew in here. I flew out of bed. I'm running on like 3 hours of sleep from last night. I've been working for 21 hours straight so far, so. Never buy that 10 billion in Bitcoin. And this is the Black Swan event. These only happen once in a lifetime, guys. Right? We had one here, short-lived. Had one here, short-lived. Had one here. That was a pretty big-lived one, but like these capitulations only happen once in a great while. Normally a 50%, so yeah. Oh, that's why people are saying 20K. Because the capitulation from where it was versus where it normally falls is about 50%. Didn't piss off any whales. Do you know how much money these whales just made shorting this? BlackRock just made billions shorting Luna. A fuck ton, man. They made so much money making this unstable. No, man. I've been saying we've been in a bear market since here. The bear market started right here. Yeah, we were right the first time. When we called the peak, we called the peak. We called the top, guys. Richard Hart didn't. This was when crypto winter started. It was all in play. We should have never came back up here. This was the same 100% run up, right? That happens every time after a bull run. I just didn't see it, right? I saw it. I knew what was happening. I had it all mapped out. I even remember saying, man, could you imagine what people would be saying if Bitcoin ran up 100%? Man, people would be freaking out. The Moon Boys would say we're going to the moon. Bitcoin ran up 105% post bull run last time. It's the same shit they do every time. It was, except for the problem was that this crash was way more catastrophic than the most recent crash we just had, right? So literally the same, they ran it back to back and I said they were going to. I literally said all of that. But I didn't play the game that way. because there was just too much money to be made over here. But what I didn't really think was this was going to happen. I didn't think that this was how this was going to come out, right? I really didn't. So bad, like so blinded. Like this part threw me through such a loop that it just didn't cross my head that that was even possible. Freaking crazy. Yup, instead of banning UST, they depeg it 100%. And that wasn't, and that most likely was USDC behind that. I think USDT was getting ready to flip USDC. And these big stable coins, they got billions and billions. They're making so much money off these USDC and USTT stable coins. I mean, billions, with the best hackers in the world, created from the OG original crypto founders. Like, these guys have been in the game since Bitcoin, since the inception of Bitcoin. They know more about crypto and cryptography than anybody else. They were all just waiting for Luna to get up so big that it got so big that failure wasn't something that wasn't going to make the news. They strategically waited. They tested it out when the market got bearish, and they tested it out over here when the market got bearish last time. So they knew that it was feasible. They knew that they could get away with it because they seen how the Unpeg responded over here when the market got bearish in May. So this was altcoin season. At the end of altcoin season, when the market tanked, they were able to regain that peg. But BlackRock knew that. They didn't fix their code, and Do Kwon dropped the ball big time. BlackRock has a lot of money and everything, yeah. Just drop it right here, Nick. I was thinking about doing that, getting all your guys' addresses so I just have them, and that way if you win, I already got your addresses here, but the problem is I have to download that list every time, Nick, because more members join. So I have to constantly keep updating it, and it just becomes a pain in the ass to do, honestly. I've tried thinking about how I can do that, but I always have to keep re-downloading it. But maybe what I'll do is I'll upload it. No, because then people will be changing other people's addresses. that wouldn't be work either. I was just going to grab the addresses as you guys win. That way I'll have them there if you win. Yeah, there we go. But you guys will still have to have them ready in case I don't have this. I stream from 3 different PCs, so you guys will kind of still have to have them there, but everybody should have got their airdrops today, so congratulations to everybody that won. Milham, what up, homie? Long time no see, bud. Good to see you, man. How you doing through this bear market? Ash, bro, what up, homie? Yeah, and you got to be here in the lives to win for sure, yep. What up, Chris? My 50K savings of 2 years liquidated. I'm 27 and still positive. I failed and won't stop trying. There you go, Ash, man. I've lost it all in crypto, man. Yeah, Terra's definitely dead, Eduardo. 100%, yeah. It's definitely, I mean, it's beyond dead. Kanif, Karif. You keep asking that about USDT. USDT is not an algorithmic stable coin. Do your research, buddy. There is no depeg of UST, guys. What are you guys talking about? It's not an algorithmic stablecoin. If you guys win, yeah, TRC20 addresses. Yup. And you guys got to send me screenshots to my Twitter with your Bybit UIDs so that I can verify that you guys actually signed up with my Bybit link. Yeah. So. I've lost everything in crypto twice, guys. I've lost millions. Both times. Like, every time I've been in. That's why I have Cadena in 5 different wallets, man. Send me your Cadena wallet address. Which one, buddy? I got like 5 of them now. Yeah, if you just land on my channel, it's like the homepage video, like the first video at the top that pops up. Y'all want to watch it one more time? Everybody in here has seen it like 100 times. It is a pretty good edited video, though. Yeah, there's a few funny jokes in there about the XRP trolls, so yeah, we can roll it one more time. I get roughly 5 to 10 DMs every day from subscribers asking how I was able to turn $1,000 into over $500,000 investing into cryptocurrency. But I need to let you in on a little secret. I got lucky. In today's video, I'm going to walk you through all of the ups and all of the downs that I've faced investing in cryptocurrency. On May 10th, I started with $1,000, and in less than 7 days, on average, I was earning roughly $1,000 a day trading crypto. I'm going to show you guys how I lost $250,000 in 30 days. And last but not least, I'm going to show you guys how getting liquidated on a $10,000 long was the best thing that ever happened to me. Yeah. I know. I got liquidated on a $10,000 Cardano long when the world's best stablecoin, Cardano. But before we rile up all the Cardano and XRP trolls, let's start from the beginning. Okay, just kidding. What's worse than a 2018 Cardano investment? Got him. It's like that sign. It's like that sign at the park where you see that says, "Don't feed the bears." Don't feed the bears. And over here, I can't help myself with the trolls. Watch all the comments. Okay, now that we got the XRP and ADA trolls down in the comments boosting the channel engagement, we can continue on with my lack of intelligence and abundance of luck that I've had over the last 12 months. So let's start from the very beginning. In 2013, 2014, Mt. Gox got hacked and I had a couple Bitcoin, had no really clue what it was, bought it with a buddy, lost it all. 2015, I started mining Ethereum. 2016, life was great. I had mined over 1,000 coins of Ethereum. I had 5 mining rigs. Life was golden. 2017, bull run was popping, breaking record highs. I was on cloud 9 daily. And then 2018 hit. Luckily, I was able to get a couple $100,000 out of the market before things went south, but it got worse. 2018 or 2019, Cryptopia exchange gets shut down by their government. I had went low cap gem hunting, and every single big low cap gem that I aped into, I had on Cryptopia, lost it all. Obviously, if you guys haven't realized already, not the sharpest tool in the shed over here. Definitely didn't learn from Mt. Gox. Let it happen on Cryptopia again. And then smart me leaves all of his other crypto on Poloniex and on Binance. USA changes their laws. Poloniex sends me an email. I don't get it. I open up my portfolio in 2020 thinking that all my crypto is still sitting on Poloniex. Was just like a little kid on Christmas wondering how much money I had in that stocking, to find out that they sold it all at the worst part of a bear market in 2019. Cashed out all of my crypto for USDC And I want to say I had about 5 to 10,000 in there. Did I forget to tell you that I was buying Dogecoin in 2015? Okay, I know what you're thinking. Wow, this guy's an idiot. He lost all of his Bitcoin on Mt. Gox and then he was stupid enough to leave crypto on Cryptopia? Cryptopia got hacked, and then he still wasn't smart enough to pull his crypto off Poloniex, so that Poloniex didn't sell all of his altcoins into stablecoins in the worst part of a bear market? Yep, that's me, dumb money. To recap that, I got in early as F. I was able to get a couple $100,000 out of the market in 2017, started a clothing business, traveled the world, did a ton of crazy things that I never would have been able to do if it wasn't for crypto. But because of C19, the business that I invested all of that money in didn't play out. I got absolutely annihilated. I've made every single mistake you can make investing in cryptocurrency, and I lost pretty much everything that I left in the market. So fast forward to the 2021 bull run, and the scars, battle wounds, and post-traumatic stress disorder started kicking in like, whoa, as Bitcoin was putting in new all-time high, new all-time high, new all-time high, thinking to myself, aha, not this time, suckers. I'm not falling for it. I'm not going to be that guy who buys the dips and watches his entire portfolio go 95% off as we go into a crypto winter. And by the time that Bitcoin actually finds bottom, I'm completely broke because I bought all the dips and I have nothing left on the sidelines to buy any of these projects when they're 95% off. Now, if we jump over here to the charts, I can't pinpoint exactly what it was about the market conditions. Maybe it was because Bitcoin was putting in higher high, but they were just slightly higher. Maybe it was because on the 4-hour time frame, we've seen Bitcoin break below the 200-day moving average, the 50-day moving average, the 100-day moving average, the 200-day moving average. But when I went bear, I went full on bear. We shorted Shiba here at absolute peak. We shorted Shiba on this push to the upside. We took profits here. We waited for it to pump up. We shorted Shiba here. We shorted Shiba here. We shorted Shiba here. We shorted Shiba here, to the point where I was legit setting limit entry positions on my short. Say it was after it dumped down, Shiba would run up 50%. If Shiba ran up 50%, I was shorting it. So I would set limit buy orders and I was not using one stop loss, not one on any of my trades, not just on Shiba, but I'm talking about Bitcoin, Ethereum. I was literally shorting Bitcoin all the way down to the 30s. And then when it would get to the 30s, I would close out my shorts. I would take profits. I would wait for the market to push back up. And as soon as Bitcoin got to 37,000, I would start setting up limit short buy orders. And I did this live with you guys, so you guys can ask anybody in the SWAT. I wasn't using any stop losses. So from May 10th to about July 15th, 45 days, give or take, I turned $1,000 into $60,000 doing nothing but shorting the market. Not because I was a good trader, not because I had this killer technique. It was 100% because I got lucky that the market actually went in the direction that I wanted it to. There was a few times there where I was so over leveraged on my trades. If Bitcoin would have went up another couple thousands of dollars, it probably would have liquidated me. And I was so over leveraged at certain points that a $20,000 trade could have went the wrong way real quick and liquidated my entire portfolio. So not because I was good, 100% because I was lucky. This leads us up to the next set of lucky events that really changed everything for me. I was so traumatized by the 2017 crypto winter / bear market that I went from a full-on moon boy to one of the biggest Bitcoin bears in the entire crypto space. So if we take a quick look over here at the charts in July, it was around July 21st that I quickly realized what a big mistake I was making. And then after running through a 97-day bear market, Bitcoin recorded 10 out of 10 green candles on a daily chart, running up over 46% in 10 days. Bitcoin started to show more consistent bullish momentum than it had even at the peak of the 2021 Bitcoin bull run. So after being a Bitcoin bear for about 100 days, I just realized that it wasn't all that it was cracked up to be. So I did what any other dumb money investor would do. I invested 100% of my portfolio into a ton of random projects, most of which I honestly couldn't even tell you how to spell the name of the project without asking Siri or Alexa for some help. When I say I did little to no research, I mean I looked at the market cap, I looked at the circulating supply, I glanced at their website for a second, and I aped right in. Honestly, I'm not really sure how I got so lucky. In less than 120 days, I had turned $60,000 into $500,000. But yet again, not because I was smart, but because I was extremely lucky. Here's how it happened. Now, unfortunately, I had to get liquidated on a $10,000 Cardano long before I really started to realize how lucky I was. I had also made enough mistakes to realize that eventually my luck was going to run out if I didn't make some drastic changes in my investing strategy. After being a Cardano bull for half a decade, I was so confident with what was going to happen to the Cardano ecosystem when smart contracts actually turned on that I was able to let myself get liquidated for around $8,000 on one trade. And that was the biggest blessing in disguise. That is when I really started to realize how little I knew about the industry. And that's when I made it a mission that I was going to fully understand blockchain and blockchain technology. And I was going to do as much research as humanly possible. That is when I stumbled upon first principles. First principles are the fundamental concepts or assumptions on which a theory, system, or method is based. Meaning, if you wanted to make a loaf of bread and you couldn't go into a grocery store to buy any ingredients, you would actually have to understand how a loaf of bread is made. You would need to realize that you need wheat, and then you would realize that you needed to grow that wheat. You would then realize that the type of soil you grow it in, the environment, the farm, the land, the seasons, the water, the list goes on and on and on and on. First principles means starting from the absolute beginning.
You have to be willing to take a clean sheet of paper, like literally a clean sheet of paper. For example, I tell you, design something that flies, you get wood. Okay. Design something that flies, you get a metal, take the metal. Well, we don't design planes with steel. Why? It's the perfect metal for everything except flying. It's just too heavy to fly. Without aluminum, you will never design a metal plane. So if I tell you, design a plane that flies in high winds, that's a different design. Design something that works in cold. If you're unable to divine the impact of the change in the material, design something that flies on the moon.
What I explain to people is you have to understand the physics of the situation. The whole thing about flight. You have to understand lift to understand this is about you've got thrust, you've got the wind hitting underneath the wings, so weight is going to become an issue. The amount of thrust that you have is going to become an issue. And when your thrust exceeds the effort that you need to get that lift, then you fly. And if you fail to do that, then you crash. This is about recognizing the way that it works. So tensile strength of the object you choose to build your building is going to determine the amount of weight that it can hold, things like that. And once you understand that foundational layer, now you don't have to necessarily follow a book. You can just think, well, I know that this will work because this is a function of, strength, weight, durability. And once you get the parameters that you're operating under, now you can build something that's new because you understand literally the physics of that situation.
This led me to the question, what is blockchain technology and what is blockchain technology trying to accomplish? Number 1, a ledger of transactions. Number 2, digital software. Number 3, store of value. Okay, well, every single project that I looked into pretty much seemed to meet all those requirements. What separates them? What makes one blockchain better than the next? Speed, security, decentralization, aka the blockchain trilemma. So after 1,000 hours of watching YouTube videos, 20 audiobooks, 10 Netflix documentaries, and doing 20 plus interviews with some of the smartest minds in the industry, one thing stood out. One thing. Michael Saylor saying,
the way that you win is you adopt a thermodynamically sound monetary network as the underpinning. You're going to build Manhattan, build it on granite. What is Bitcoin? Bitcoin is granite in cyberspace, right? It's the most stable property in cyberspace. So any country, any city, any company, any individual, any product, any service can be enhanced by plugging it into that network and then relying upon that as the source of energy in order to differentiate in a competitive world. The general theme is everyone that succeeded, every empire, every individual, every company, they all found a way to be harder, smarter, faster, stronger.
Harder, smarter, stronger, faster. Let's just say it was an emotional roller coaster. The deeper and deeper I dove down the crypto blockchain rabbit hole, the more I began to realize exactly how bad my investing strategy was and how little I knew about this industry. But it wouldn't be a Ryan Matta story without Lady Luck stopping by, and stop by she did. Now, I don't know how the next string of events exactly unfolded, but somehow Kadena ended up on my radar. I made a video on it. I offered the Kadena team an interview. The Kadena team reached out. I set up an interview with Doug. And again, After my interview with Doug, my entire world changed. I realized that all big layer 1 blockchains were all trying to accomplish the same thing. They're all trying to build a decentralized global network that actually has the ability to compete against legacy businesses like Google, Amazon, Visa, MasterCard, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. Then again, I started to remind myself of first principles. What is blockchain? How do they work? What is a Merkle tree? What is a hash? Why is blockchain size important? Why is security important? What is the blockchain trilemma? Speed, decentralization, and security. Over the last decade, ever since the inception of Bitcoin, over 18,000 blockchain-related cryptocurrency projects have launched. Over 1,000 layer 1 blockchains all trying to solve the same problem. But only one of those projects could prove that they could actually accomplish all three, and that was Kadena. Again, right place, right time. It just so happened that when I realized what Kadena was, a majority of the world hadn't yet. At this time, the market was so bullish that legit every single project was putting in new all-time high, new all-time high, new all-time high. And this is when I really started to consolidate my portfolio into Kadena at pretty much an all-time low, when the rest of my portfolio was pretty much putting in an all-time high. Now, don't quote me on this because I don't have time to go back and get you guys exact numbers, but these were pretty close. These are just some of the investments that I made. Polkadot was my biggest bag originally. I aped in between $15 and $20. I sold 100% at 52. I aped into Meta Hero for around $10,000 when Meta Hero was between 2 and 3 cents. I sold Meta Hero at around 16 cents, 100%. I did marketing work for Crow and got paid $1,000 when Crow was roughly 7 cents. I then bought another $5,000 worth of Crow when it was 8 cents. I sold all of my Crow when Crow was around 35 cents. One of my buddies reached out and told me to buy this OR token. I went and grabbed a couple coins of BNB. For some reason, I thought BNB was $200. I had the math messed up in my head. I thought I was throwing, $400 at it, at most 500. I ended up throwing roughly $800 at it. And then out of nowhere, the project just skyrocketed. I ended up turning $800 into $30,000 in less than like 30 days. And then I threw in a little elbow grease and maybe I made $5,000 marketing work for these projects and maybe I made another $5,000 in affiliate commissions. A majority of it came from just compounding and, taking profits. It was around that same time that every altcoin was pretty much at its peak or very close to a peak. I started selling everything that I could that wasn't a low cap gem and putting that into Kadena between $1.37 and $3.94. Then a few weeks went by and I hit another couple of moonshots. I took another 10 grand and put it in when Kadena was around $6.79 or $6.89. Because of Kadena, I then found Flux around 37 cents, aped into Flux, and less than 30 days later, Flux was breaking records, putting in new all-time highs around $4.18. So again, a lot of hard work went into finding these projects, but it just so happens that it was a legit perfect timing. The market conditions couldn't have been better. I couldn't have consolidated into a better asset with more upside potential than Kadena, Flux. I don't want to try to act like I'm some crypto guru and the greatest YouTube crypto influencer that you could ever follow. And if you guys hit that subscribe button, you're going to make all this money because I'm making the greatest calls.
I'm not that guy, guys.
I'm not that guy, guys. I'm so not smart. It's not even funny. But I'm learning so much. I'm getting so much better every day. And I wouldn't be able to be here right now making this video if it wasn't for every one of you guys.
Again, my name's Ryan Matta.
See you guys in the live stream tonight. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. What y'all think? This is the worst collapse in the history of crypto. For the first time, Bitcoin has potential to return to the previous peak from the previous bull run, which we've never seen Bitcoin do in history. I don't think anyways. No, it never has. This is what, I get more irritated that these moon boys have all these subscribers, not because I want money. It really isn't. The money's just a bonus. I have the ability to make so much awesome, helpful content to help so many people. but I just don't have the fiat funding to do it. So unless I get more subscribers and more views and more, like that video took me 3 days to produce. 3 full days, like writing the script, editing every single second, the overlays, the animations. I got a whiteboard dude, but he's super expensive. That's why I really want to grow the channel, because I can help so many more people, and I can really take this channel to the moon without doing it in a scumbag, you know, shady way. But I can't do it unless people subscribe, you know, and actually watch the content. So, but we see Bitcoin over here in, from this peak of this bull run. This was the 2015 bull run, I believe. Yeah, sorry, 2013 bull run, 2015 bear market. Bitcoin never returns down to the low from the previous peak. Oh yeah, it did. Oh no, it hasn't. I guess you consider that wick 210. So it came right down to the tip of that wick, but not really the base of it. So, and I think even this one back here. Yeah, so like from this bull run in 2011, Bitcoin never came back down to that high. Indian Kitchen, we're sick of you lying, man, about your trades, bro. Just stop. Go to a different channel. Go to a different group. We're not impressed by how much Indian Kitchen, you're so full of it, man. We don't care how awesome you are. I don't care how much Cadena you have. I don't, like, you're not honest about it. You're trying to go through your trades to help people out, and you're telling people when you're selling and you're buying. You're not, man. You're not. You had a bunch of money you came into. You bought a bunch of Cadena. You've been trying to trade it. You're losing it. And you're trying to act like you've been making all this money trading Cadena. You haven't been. You're misleading people in the group, and you're a bad apple, man. I gave you a second chance when you're in the group trying to beg people for money. So hopefully if you got any money from anybody that was dumb enough to lend it to you, you should be giving it back to them 10 times over with interest, man. Trying to tell people you're going to have to pawn your dead mother's wedding ring for money or some shit like that, man. And I let that slide too. Should have listened to Crypto Granny the first time. So Bitcoin's never came down to a previous low before. So now we're here. You know, if Bitcoin came back down to this peak at 19,000, I mean, that would be the first time in history that that's ever really done that. So I'd say like this is the, you know. Yeah, like when he was telling us about all those trades, I called him out on it. I was like, hey, send me some screenshots. Let me show people how you're making all this Cadena. And he like tried to crop his screenshots and like dates where he told us he only had like a few thousand Cadena. And then all of a sudden his trades showed that he had like all this Cadena before. He got a bunch of money and he bought a bunch of Cadena at a high price. And he pretended like he only had 1,000 or 2,000 Cadena. And then like 3 days later, all of a sudden he had 3,500. Then he had 5,000. Then he had 7,000. Then he had 9,000. Like out trading the absolute best traders in the entire world on a global scale. I just don't buy it, man. So I had to send us his trades, and he tried to like crop them and screenshot them. And then he was like, oh, then he tried to backpedal and was like, oh, well, I mean, I maybe I lost 5,000, but I saved 20,000. And now all of a sudden he comes back in here another day later, like 3 days later, and now all of a sudden he's turned 9,000 Cadena into 12,000. Bullshit. Hey, Meeker, sorry to hear that, man. Super sorry to hear that, buddy. And nothing's going to help, buddy. Nothing that I can do. You know, sometimes personal shit like that, it's just time, man. Time heals everything, you know? The fresher it is, the harder it is to deal with, man. Just, most people don't allow themselves enough time to grieve, you know? Take the time, man. You know, enjoy the memories while they're still fresh, man. I assume you're old enough so, you know, your mom, you know, you got how many great years, you know? How many great years did you have together? You know, those memories, that time, you'll be back reunited soon enough. Now all you have to do is make her proud, man. You know? Use that as your motivation to, you know, to grind harder, to stack more Cadena. You know? She's watching over you, homie. Got a pocket full of money and gonna load my Cadena bags, baby. Let's go, Jakes. Let's go, homie. Yeah, UST is not a stable coin, guys. Please quit saying stupid shit. I'm just gonna block you. We heard you the first 20 times. At the very least 3,500. In these times right now, like, there's no reason that you shouldn't have 10,000 Cadena in your wallet. Period. Nah, I sold all my Matic at a loss at, what was that? $1.75 or something like that? $1.50. It's not a stable coin, guys. It's not algorithmic. Listen to what you guys are saying. It's not algorithmic. There's not going to be a bank run on Tether. Nobody's benefiting from Tether depegging. These guys are depegging Luna because they're making billions of dollars doing it. We don't have any USDT anyway, so who cares? Best stablecoin you can be in is Binance USD. I don't know why is this so painful, guys? This is the best opportunity in a lifetime. You'll never have opportunities like this again. AZTV, I warned you about Link. I couldn't have been any louder about Link. Always the grind. Nice, Monaro. You know, people think I'm over here just talking shit. I've been looking out for everybody since day one. And I got so much shit for talking bad about all these projects. Like, you want to go through my AVAX video? This is the shit that, you know, y'all dislike my videos. Y'all, you know, y'all want to hate on them. Tell me I have no idea what I'm talking about. I'm looking out for you guys. Subnets are not sharding in the sense that they do not increase capacity of the main chain. So they do not decrease security. Subnets are more like Cadena parallel chains. These are the people that get me the most. No, they're not, guys. That's the Kool-Aid. That is you drinking the Kool-Aid. Parallel chains are not going to increase capacity of the main chain. Subnets do not increase capacity of the main chain. So they do not decrease security. Subnets are more like Cadena parallel chains. Are you stuck on stupid? They do not increase the main chain capacity. Well, what do Cadena's parallel chains do, you dumbass? They increase the capacity of the main chain. Oh my gosh. As far as I know, DAGs can theoretically scale infinitely. No, they can't. Why did you say they can't scale infinitely? Because they can't scale infinitely. And I might have deleted all the trolls already, so... I don't know where the argument sharding can't scale came from. I don't know. The 20 blockchains that we have that can't scale, Ethereum, Harmony, Cardano. And then my channel got deleted right after this. My channel got shut down right after this video. Yeah, and they have, and AVAX has a 27% inflation rate a year. You know? Let's see that the Cardano ones. Cardano ones are probably the best. I would sell all of my Cardano for Cardano gas fees. This one will have a ton of them. So Cardano is going to be stronger because it's held by retail investors. Okay. Cardano hasn't implemented all of its features. Fees will go down. Never once has any layer 2 ever made gas fees on a layer 1 better. What it looks like when somebody starts running their mouth who doesn't know what they are talking about and starts running their mouth. Thanks, Brody. Thanks, Brody. Cardano has high gas fees. Maybe there's another Cardano I don't know about. Anyway, you can have my ADA when you pry it from my cold dead hands. These are the best ones. Like, yeah, y'all. How's that Cardano looking in those cold dead hands right about now, you schmuck? You ain't never getting your money back on Cardano. Ever. Solana is so cheap. Ever wonder why it keeps getting DOS attacked and falls over? I don't use a blockchain if it costs me nothing. Hydra will help. And here's Bob the blogger, right? Solana's getting DOS attacked because it has cheap gas fees. Yeah, dumbass. How's that Kool-Aid tasting, you schmuck? Solana's not getting DOS attacked because of low gas fees. Solana's getting DOS attacked because it can't support its workload. And it's super cheap to DOS attack it. But when I come over to Solana Beach, I don't have to spend a lot of money wondering when to attack a Solana, right? I just come right over here to their block explorer and it's like I just set a trigger right here that says when this number gets up to above 3,200, initiate DOS attack. Because I know that the network's already bottlenecked and it'll cost me fractions of a penny. They're able to DOS attack the network because gas fees are cheap because the underlying layer can't scale. If the underlying layer could scale and there was no congestion, DOS attacks would be super, super expensive. That's why Solana doesn't get DOS attacked when it has 1600 TPS going on. We can keep going. Bitcoin and Cardano are my biggest bags. I have no plans to sell any for the next 10 years. All right. Sucks to suck. Dude, I don't know why, but you don't take into account how much the TVL has grown since the beginning of the year. Sometimes this isn't really important in my opinion. Yikesers. Yowzers, 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 man. This video won't age well. That's alright, I don't age well. %68% of all Cardano holders are at a loss. As of today, 12% are at break even. The hype is crazy. Yep. What drugs are you smoking? Cardano doesn't have gas fees for the start. That's ETH. Oh my gosh, here's a good one. What drugs are you smoking? Cardano doesn't have gas fees for the start. That's ETH. Secondly, Cardano operates one of the most affordable transaction fees out there. Billions in USD moved around, costing 36K. These maxi spreading FUD. No, Charles probably moved a few billion himself, right? Charles probably transfers 1 billion from one wallet to the next, so you get $1 billion worth of transactions on the Cardano blockchain. And then 36K was all it cost. With ADA, you can only 3x your money. Maybe by midterm. However, I think ADA is less risky than putting your money into a $1 billion market cap. Well, you keep thinking that. Solana is superior. The downtime, security, and centralization say enough, in my opinion. Do the opposite of what this guy says to win. Thanks, Matt. Where you at? You in here, Matt? We miss you, buddy. Oh, you might regret this video, bro. Don't think about it, Jace. I think you're going to regret that comment. A simple vote can reduce gas fees on Cardano. Yeah. Then why don't we put that vote to a test right now, guys? It might, yeah, that vote might take 2 years to get peer reviewed. 88 D-peg from $1. Yeah, for sure. Oh, this one's strawberry, or this one's blue raspberry lemonade. Oh, that was when I was explaining why nobody's going to use Cardano. Because if you compare and you take a look at if I'm a retail investor and I'm using Cardano for DeFi, and say the average person has 20 crypto wallets staked in DeFi, like in your wallet, like that's about the average person has about 20 assets. With those 20 assets, you're gonna compound those 3 times a day. Plu, we sold Plu at shit a while ago. And so the same person's going to do the same thing on Cardano when gas fees are 50 cents or $1. If they're 50 cents, they're going to cost you $11,000. If they're $1, they're going to cost you $21,000, because you're going to compound those 3 times a day. Interacting in Solana's DeFi versus Cardano's DeFi, $19 to $21,000, right? Then if you talk about like a business, if you had a hot dog stand and you use Cardano to, take transactions at a hot dog stand in New York, and say you sold 1,000 hot dogs a day, it's 1,000 transactions per day. That's 365 days in a year. For your business to run on Solana would cost you about $320 a year. For that same business to run on Cardano, if gas fees are 50 cents, you're talking about the business spending $177,000. And then if you're talking about Cardano gas fees get up to $1 because the network wasn't even busy and they were already up to 65 cents. So and like you can see right now, Cardano gas fees are down to 5 cents, right? Magically Cardano dropped their gas fees actually all the way down to 4 cents. Why? Because there's not a soul. Like Cardano doesn't even have people using their network right now. There's no transactions fees. There's nothing. It looks like a freaking ghost. I've never seen that. Oh my gosh. But yeah, like look over here. Like you can see average transaction was 50 cents when Cardano was $1.19. Over here, the average transaction was 49 cents. Over here, the average transaction was 63 cents. Anytime the Cardano network gets busy, gas fees go up. Why? Because they can't scale. And Hydra is not going to fix that. Hydra is not going to save that. That's just a hopium everybody's drinking. Now, honestly, these market conditions are the best thing that could happen for Cardano, because Cardano does have a big enough network. When DeFi does turn on, it will reverse. But Crambo, let's go, homie. Let's go, buddy. Thanks, Ash. Thank you. No, I never have hold any Paxos, no. People still acting like I don't know my shit. Talk about pride and denial. Thanks, Cruising Crypto. I've lost money, but not enough money to make me stupid. Thanks, homie. Crypto Granny, what up? No, I don't read Dutch Facebook's, Crypto Granny. But people are promoting. She goes, did you see the Dutch Facebook page yesterday where everyone was promoting to buy Luna? I thought, oh, just like last year when everybody was promoting buy hot. Yep. Yeah, I filled some DCA buy orders on the way down. I'm glad I sold that Bitcoin that I sold, right, at what was that 30? Oh, it's a 1 week chart. Yeah, at 39K, I sold $6,000 in Bitcoin. So I saved myself 40%. So that's great, man. I just got those miners for 40% off. That's crazy. I just got two Cadena miners for $4,000, or for 33% of 6,000. So I got them for $4,000. That's a good deal. Coinbase going bankrupt? I highly doubt it. But yeah, if Tether crashes and baby Lambo, it's done. Buddy, there, you don't have to worry about UST unpegging, guys. I mean, I guess you could if everybody started to leave UST, but it might come down to 97 cents, you know? There's just not enough people to leave Tether. It's not algorithmic, so like how Luna works. What people, oh dude, 200 likes. All right, so far we're doing a $20 airdrop at the end of the stream. So every 100 likes, if we get 300 likes, it'll be a $30 airdrop. If we get 400 likes, it'll be a $40 airdrop. If we get 500 likes, so the more likes you guys get on this video, the bigger the airdrop's going to be if you guys make it to the end of the stream. So let me explain the difference between Luna and UST.
Risk of short-term price volatility. Yes, and therefore more profit. UST. Driving up by introducing. But where does new UST come from? At Terra, we've designed a machine that swaps $1 worth of Luna to 1 UST. Investors who predict UST will be more useful and used in the future can buy and hold Luna. When the value of UST rises above $1, any Luna holder can swap $1 worth of Luna for 1 UST and sell each UST for more than $1, making a profit. The newly introduced UST expands the pool, bringing its price back to the $1 peg. Now Luna is more scarce and therefore more valuable. During times of contraction, any UST holder can profit by swapping UST for Luna, raising the price of 1 UST back to $1 US. As UST becomes more useful in the long run, Luna holders are rewarded for assuming the risk of short-term price volatility. So how exactly does the machine work? When Luna is swapped for UST, a certain percentage is burned, and the rest piles up in a community pool. From the other end, new UST is printed. This process is called seigniorage. As more applications are built using UST, massive demand will cause price to deviate above the $1 peg, meaning we need more Luna swapped for UST to expand supply. Meanwhile, Luna becomes more and more valuable and the community pool accumulates more funds.
Right, so this is completely different. UST doesn't have anything like that, right? UST has an account, they mint more UST when you guys need it. So the only way that UST would come unpegged, right? Not unpegged, like Luna grabbed its value, like it holds the dollar ratio, so that's where it's supposed to try to maintain that value at, is $1. But people are always burning coins to get another coin. There's no skin in the game. You're not putting coins in something. You're literally going, okay, I got Luna, it's worth, you know, 1 Luna is worth 100 UST. I'm going to put this 1 Luna into a machine, I'm going to burn it. So what we've seen, Luna right now has 210 billion coins out in circulation. Like, we've been tracking Luna's supply for so long now, guys. And what happened was Luna honestly was going to, it was at 345 million was the lowest I've seen it. So right now what people are doing is these whales. They're buying Luna at 36 cents. They're going and putting in this machine and they're burning UST. And they're getting $1 back in Luna. Right? So every dollar of Luna that they put into this machine, they get $1.70, $1.64 right now. So if you have the ability to go burn your Luna and play this game right now, oh my gosh, these whales are making a killing. And that's why there's so many more Luna coming out into circulation, because people are just having this flywheel just burning, 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 burning. You know, US Tether is not like that. Tether is not, it's not an algorithmic stable coin, right? Tether has gone down to like 94 cents a few times, or 96 cents. It's just, right? You can see over here, there was times in 2017 where it got down to 92 cents. Over here, down to 98 cents. Over here. But Luna, UST on the other hand, was like catastrophic. Like it had some parabolic meltdowns down to like 80 cents, right? What's going on right now with Tether is just normal, right? It happens all the time. Especially when the markets get really bearish, because there's just a lot more people that are trying to exit the position. But to have a run on Tether, I mean, it would be... Yeah. Oh, I don't misunderstanding. I know exactly how. Thanks, Jacob. I don't, trust me, guys. I'm telling everybody to get rid of Tether since I was blue in the face, guys. All right, you don't want to be holding Tether. It's the last stable coin you want to be holding. And if Tether melts down, yeah, Coinbase would probably be bankrupt. It would be the biggest Ponzi scheme exposed in the history of crypto. You think that this Black Swan event is bad with Luna UST? If Tether melts down, Bitcoin will probably be down to $3,000. Cadena would probably be down to 10 cents. This would be the worst. I mean, we wouldn't come out of that one for years, guys. Money wouldn't go into BTC, homie. Where's it gonna go? Yeah, I mean, money could, and maybe if they get any money out of it, but it would Bitcoin would be down to, you know, so low. It's crazy, man. Everybody always freaks out, you know. They won't have a CBDC because nothing. The government, no blockchain can support a CBDC, and there's already senators that are working on making it so that the government can't make their own CBDC. It'll be a long time before we see a CBDC. They'll have to pass votes. It'll have to go through Congress. It'll have to get voted in, and nobody's gonna vote it in. We got some good metaverse projects coming, guys. Join the squad, man. I'm telling you, it's 99 cents, man. I hook you guys up with so much good information. Join the squad. It costs 99 cents. I'll make sure you guys are finding the best metaverse projects built on Cadena. I guarantee it. This is me. I couldn't agree with you more, Jacob. I love it, man. Everybody else is panicking. We stick into the game plan. DCAT level 4 hit, baby. Oh, so freaking close, man. So freaking close. So if you guys want a DCA spreadsheet, you can come over to my website, ryan-matta.com. And as long as you're subscribed to the YouTube channel, come down to the bottom of the website, type in your email, and hit join. It's gonna, as long as it can verify, the bot can verify that your email is subscribed to my YouTube channel. Yo, VTech, thanks, homie. I appreciate that. I did. Earl Cats, go back. It's been this low. I just showed you. It was this low in 2019. It was this low in 2018. It's been this low 100 times, man. Cotton Eye Joe, what up, homie? Thanks, man. Appreciate y'all. Now, if you guys want to be included in the airdrops and giveaways, that's what the perks levels are, right? So, like, we did $350 in giveaways today just for the tier 3 levels. So, The lower levels, the knowledge is all I can offer, with some bonuses for levels 1, 2, and 3 at night too. But you get this spreadsheet, right? It doesn't matter. Somebody give me a crypto. What's your guys' favorite altcoin? We did Flux earlier, so give me one different than Flux. Cotton Eye Joe, welcome to the squad, homie. VTech 2 liter, welcome to the squad, homie. Thank you all so much for the support. Finally, Green Name here. What up, Cotton Eye Joe? Welcome to the squad. Make sure you guys go get the links for the private Telegram. We got a really awesome community. No Moon Boys. We only focus on Cadena projects. So please don't bring your shit coins if they're wrote in Solidity, Rust, or any of these unsafe coding languages. Yo, MZ in the house. What up, man? Nicholas Glenn. What can you tell us about? Oh, you didn't make it to the privates tonight, man? Go back, Nick. You gotta do your homework, man. It's all in there, my dude. We just freaking crushed it on that one. It's in the privates. We just came out of class tonight. You guys got to make it to the 10 p.m. classes, guys. That's where the best knowledge comes at. I like them both. Yep. So near Quant, Gala. All right. So taking a project like Quant or Gala. Oh, no, Near is probably my favorite one out of there. Near, I think, is a one proof of stake chain that maybe has a chance. Maybe. But I wouldn't bet on it, right? So you're going to come over to CoinMarketCap and you're going to scroll down till you see the tab that says show more. And down here is going to have Near's all-time high. So Near's all-time high is $20, and you don't want necessarily the all-time high. You want to make sure it's this cycle's all-time high. This bull run's all-time high, and I can see that January 22nd. I don't want to go grab an XRP all-time high from 2017. That will not work, right? So we know what Near's price is. We're going to come over to the peak formation and we're going to paste it in here. So sorry, I can't paste because it's Google Sheets. So you're just going to come over here and type 2040. So you type in 2040, if I'm not mistaken, that was the all-time high. Okay, so 2042. Right? And then you tell it how much you want to spend. So say you got $2,000, or say let's do an even number. Let's just do $10,000. Say you're a baller, you got $10,000, right? So it's going to say when Near gets down to $5.11, that's DCAT level 1. Which is your DCA target level 1, because you always want to scale in as you DCA down. So at DCAT level 1, we're only going to put 10% of our portfolio in, and it's going to tell you exactly how much to put in, and it's also going to tell you exactly how much you're going to get, right? So this bag is going to get you 195 coins a Near. DCAT level 2, sorry, my mouse is all funky. DCAT level 2. 408, DCAT level 3, 306, DCAT level 3, 202, DCAT level 4, 102, right? You're going to put in 1,000, 2,500, 3,500, 2,000, and 1,000. So you scale in. 85 is probably like the most consistent common target. Sometimes you don't hit 90s unless you have Black Swan events. And then 95 is like the holy grail. So anytime you're in a project that you're that confident in, and is 95% off, even if you DCA in, these are the times where you work overtime, double time, triple time, because these are once in a lifetime opportunities. I never thought we were going to get another Black Swan event. To have these type of opportunities to get into projects like Cadena at these levels is absolutely bonkers. No, Luna will never recover. The private Telegram is right here. So when you sign up, after you sign up as a member, you're not a member, so you won't get it, but I got a public one you can get. So come over to the community tab, and in the community tab, you will see my telegrams. Here's the public one. There you go. It's also posted over there as well. So that's our Cadena community public. My private is also posted over there in the same spot. So once you guys sign up and you guys got that badge, make sure you swing over here because you'll be in the membership only tab. So nobody else can see it. Sell all your UST. Run. Crypto's all going to zero. Yes, you do, Cotton Eye Joe. Yep. Every member that's paid has access to my telegrams. Just make sure you're respectful. You know, don't come in there complaining about how your portfolio's down. We all are, buddy. We all get it. It's literally good vibes only. Try to keep the upbeat. We're all having tough times. We're all out of money. We're all feeling it, man. And we're going into the worst economic collapse in the history of the world. So... yeah, you'll probably win a giveaway to recoup your your entries for sure. Too long, man. Too long. I kept saying like when the channel hits 100K, when I got, you know, I quit a while ago. I don't know, maybe a couple months ago for like 20 days, and it actually wasn't that hard. You have to have Black Swan events. Like you don't get these opportunities, guys, to get into these assets, man. Do Kwon probably trying to burn Luna, is trying to save his last 7 billion because there's still 7 billion in here. It doesn't, Luna's gonna bleed out either way. I don't think there's any saving it now. Yeah, 2.49 billion Luna. People are just burning Luna and they're sucking every last penny. 720,000. Worst economic collapse in the history of the world. Because the feds are going to manipulate inflation like they just did. Like inflation numbers didn't drop. How the feds calculate their basket of goods changed. Because it always does. Because the market's just bearish. There's not people. It's just unpegging because there's not people. Nobody's buying or minting any UST right now. It happens every time the market goes bearish. What helps lower inflation is the Fed's not printing money. No. Nothing's got cheaper around you. Have you guys noticed anything getting cheaper? Gas is up, food is up, rent is up, bills are up, electricity's up, everything you do. Used cars are still up, homes are up, like everything is outrageous. You gotta go, I don't know, Cadena London. It's a long process. Search a YouTube video on it. Yeah, the whales all do this on purpose, right? Like normally they've been trying to do it this whole time. They were trying to do it over here, but they just couldn't do it. And then people like Elon Musk stepped in and shattered on the whales, right? But now the market, like the whole Luna, like this is all because of Luna, right? Luna just effed everybody, not just the people that lost out on Luna, but this is all happening because of Luna. Like the S&P, the markets were bearish. Bitcoin was doing so freaking good over here. The best that we've ever seen it do. This would have been the time that we decoupled from the stock market. Mark C, what up, homie? Welcome to the squad, man. Thank you so much for the support. Appreciate that big time. BUSD, I would say. Telegram links in the right where I just showed you, Vic. Right on the community tab. You got to come over to the community tabs. private invite only, so that way I know everybody's signed up. You got to go over there and get it. Sometimes you got to use a desktop or mobile browser to get access to those pages. I don't know. I don't use them, but. Doritos are $1.90. It's a 90% increase. Yeah. No, most institutions don't at 30K. Because if you bought into 30K, if 30K was your entry price, no institutions that I know don't DCA, right? So if 30K was my first entry point, I wouldn't sell when it drops at a loss. And then what? Hopefully it falls a little bit more. I can buy some more. I would just keep adding to my position. Yep, Do Kwon is definitely in the history books. He won't be able to show his face on stage anywhere. Like the whole Terra event now is shut down, right? They just spent billions. I mean not billions, but like probably, you know, tens of millions of dollars putting together that event. And not only do they have to cancel the event, but they're going to have to refund everybody for their booths. I mean, tens of millions of dollars. They had to, Jeff. They couldn't. They had to they had to sell their, because the only way to regain the peg is to burn Luna, right? Or to burn UST to get Luna. So they were having to sell their Bitcoin to buy UST. They only had 1 billion. Do you know how many billions of dollars just went in here? They were trying to recover $40 billion market cap on Luna. So they allowed Luna to get to $40 billion market cap. So you're talking about a $40 billion loss on Luna. And now you're talking about a $30 billion loss on UST. That's like 60 to 70 billion dollars. They didn't have that much money. And that's why it's a Ponzi scheme. Because there was never enough value in Luna for them to back it, right? There was never enough. And now that this happened, it's just a catastrophic failure. No, Cadena's never been 70 bucks, idiot. Get smart. Don't sound like it. And that's the difference. You guys have been following these moon boys that are promoting shit garbage projects to you guys, right? There have been several events that shouldn't have played out that were supposed to be in place already. Cadena's so advanced that it can't even support Ledger. The way that Cadena secures smart contracts and crypto wallets is so advanced that the displays on Ledger can't even display enough code, enough words to Detroit. It's 3 a.m. here now or something like that. Yeah, 2:30 a.m. I would have had 500K, Robert. But I would have put it into UST and I would have lost it all. No, I sold all my flux. Told you guys. Well, I didn't tell you guys to, but I sold all my flux at $1.50. Flux isn't a layer 1, right? So all that flux did, right? So all the flux, all the hype around the halving, all the nodes, the staking, the tiers, all that just went out the window now. Now you guys got to wait all the way till the next flux halving, because there's been nothing that drives up the price of flux outside of like the halvings and nodes, and you know, there's no low cap gems, there's no NFTs launching on flux. When I got really bullish into flux around 30 cents, after I interviewed Dan and he told us that, you know, they were going to have NFTs and people are going to be building and there was going to be DeFi, I was totally thinking Flux was going to be like a layer 1, like a Polygon, but better. And that's when I thought parallel chains allowed blockchains to scale. So I was like, oh, Flux is doing parallel chains. That's so fucking smart. They'll never get congested. I didn't know what parallel chains were at the time. I didn't know that you can't scale with parallel chains. So I thought I was under a complete different misunderstanding, but I then fell in love with Flux, of the overall big picture of Flux. I still think it's a beautiful project, but my conception of where I thought Flux was like a ticket out of the rat race, I don't think that anymore, but I do think that Flux will continuously grow over time. I just take smaller puffs because it messes up my camera. If I blow it out like in big puffs, it messes up my autofocus on my camera. So I try just to take small ones and just blow it out slow so it doesn't make so much smoke. There'll be a new group of investors to take our place. Where are you going, Steve? FTM is trash, yeah. It's wrote in Solidity. So if you guys haven't watched my videos, like watch this. Let's watch this one really quick. So if you guys have ever gone to a hotel and connected to Wi-Fi, you better be getting rid of your crypto wallet immediately. If you have ever taken your laptop to or your cell phone and you have it in your notes, you have your keys on your phone somewhere, you're still lucky if you even have your crypto in your hand today. This is why I say nobody's going to build on Solidity. Nobody's going to build anything in Rust. Of taking advice from the crypto experts. Are you sick and tired of being manipulated by Wall Street investors? Are you sick and tired of watching your crypto portfolio depreciate by 95% as we go into a bear market? Then smash that like button, Will Smith that subscribe button.
Just before the long weekend, CoinDesk broke the story that U.S. officials pinning down North Korea as being behind the biggest hack in DeFi history. So this elite North Korean hacking group, Lazarus, is tied to the more than $600 million theft of cryptocurrency from the Axie Infinity-linked Ronin Bridge.
The latest trend in financial investment is cryptocurrency, but scam artists are also urging it to steal your money.
Yeah, they're using social media to make this happen. We spoke to two people who got conned out of more than $20,000. They're sharing their story as a warning to everyone else.
94,000 Bitcoin, that is $3.6 billion, a record seizure by the U.S. Justice Department. On Tuesday, police in New York arrested a husband and wife couple that allegedly tried to launder just that amount, which seems to be connected to a 2016 hack of the virtual currency exchange Bitfinex.
In crypto land, this kind of price movement, right? 5-8% on.
These are the guys that I can't stand. These are crypto VC billionaires, right? That go onto these these YouTube channels, these Clayton dude, right? And they promote their shit coins after they've been filling and packing their bags, right? This is when the billionaires are building their longs, they're building their bags because they know that they just got all you guys wrecked. So you guys listen to these other YouTubers, you guys FOMO into peak formation, you think that shit's never coming down and we're just going to all get out of the rat race and WAGMI, right? WAGMI was the biggest crock of shit ever. These guys have been doing this shit for fucking a decade, guys. They are experts at it. They have teams. They've been doing this shit, manipulating retail investors, and they're getting everybody annihilated, acting like Ethereum. Anybody's going to use Ethereum. They're high as a kite. Watch all these hacks. Nobody's going to fucking use Ethereum.
Given day, that's nothing. That's like the cloud passing over New York. It happens all the time.
No legacy business, no Chase Bank, no government. Nobody is going to build anything worth needing protection on or anything that needs a exceptional level of security. Anything that's involved with finance will not be built on Ethereum. It will not be built on XRP. It will not be built on any single chain architecture blockchain. It will not be built on any blockchain that is wrote in Solidity, and it will not be built on any blockchain that is wrote in Rust. They are just unsafe, they are unsecure, and I can prove it. Ready? Let's dive deep.
Earlier this month, we learned that Binance led a $150 million fundraising round to reimburse victims of the largest DeFi hack in history. Well, imagine learning the hacker is North Korea. That's what happened to our next guest, Tigran Gambarian, Vice President of Global Intelligence and Investigations at the world's largest crypto exchange, Binance.
Ask yourself the question, if you were a business, would you want to grow and build your business for 4 years just to have your business robbed for $625 million?
David, that's right. Last week's $320 million crypto heist from the Wormhole Network is being called the fourth biggest crypto hack of all times. And that's reminding investors of the dangers of some of these cutting edge services. Now, Mandiant's Rob Wallace told me the sheer size of the theft that's possible in the crypto space dwarfs anything that we've seen in traditional finance.
I've investigated some of the largest bank heists in history. And the largest bank heist we've ever seen was 80 million.
The largest bank heist in history that the world has ever seen, $80 million. So like your fiat money in a bank, the most hackers or anybody's ever been able to steal is $80 million in history. The Luna fiasco, the Luna bank run, was $80 billion.
Perpetrated by a nation state. And here we have a $320 million heist, and it's only the fourth or fifth largest crypto heist ever.
And then let's dive down the rabbit hole and why I say people like Kevin O'Leary and Raul Paul, these legacy Wall Street investors that truly have no understanding or comprehension on what cryptocurrency actually is.
Shark Tank's Kevin O'Leary owns a lot of Ethereum and he's bullish on it, but he says it'll be second only to Bitcoin, but hey, that's fine. And James Wang, ARK Invest analyst, former ARK Invest analyst, says this thing could run up to $40,000. What we're talking about here.
Yeah, let's think. Ethereum's going to run up to $40,000. These guys are such cocksuckers, motherfuckers. Man, I can't stand this fucking industry. It's a bunch of shit fucks shilling shit fucking shit to fuckers.
You dive into it is hundreds of thousands of dollars in Ethereum. Like, this isn't something he just put $10 into. This is a lot of money into Ethereum because he knows that this platform is powerful, okay? He knows that this is real.
It's really interesting because it's always going to be number two. It's going to be best of the Beatles, the drummer that never made it into the band for the big albums. Now, that's not a bad thing necessarily. What it means is it's going to be used as a form of tracking and payment system. Right now, it's too expensive for that, but there's also a big debate going on with this particular asset class as it moves away from mining into proof of stake, which will be far more ethical.
Proof of stake is far more ethical. You fucking schmuck dick fuck. You're getting so many people annihilated. Keep your Wall Street grubby money fucking hands out of here, Mr. Wonderful, you schmuck fuck.
Far more green in terms of how much energy it takes to create it. Now, will it ever take Bitcoin? No. Bitcoin will always be the gold. Ethereum will always be the silver.
Ethereum, I wouldn't fucking silver. Ethereum's like the rust off the bottom of my fucking bumper. What these blockchain coding languages are wrote in a coding language called Solidity or Rust, which is a Turing complete coding language. Meaning that when you write and execute a smart contract, you write the entire smart contract, you execute it. Now, again, I'm no science rocketist, so all I understand is enough that there are so many more superior smart contracts, safer, secure, more decentralized, scalable, and there is a reason why. The Cadena team had spent 2 years trying to build a decentralized bridge from Ethereum to Cadena, and they chose to go with a centralized third party because there is no way to feasibly in a safe and secure decentralized way, build a bridge to Ethereum.
Kelly, it's just an astonishing turn of events. The hacker who stole more than $600 million in cryptocurrency from Poly Network earlier this week has begun returning hundreds of millions of dollars worth of the assets and may be allowed to keep about $500,000 worth of the loot. Now,
here's how funny it is. This little kid hacked Polygon for fun, or Solana for fun. Listen, I just did it for fun. It was so easy, I just did it for fun.
Poly Network is a decentralized finance platform allowing different blockchains to interact without the aid of a cryptocurrency exchange. The hacker says he or she found a vulnerability in that system and stole the money, quote, for fun, unquote. But now Poly Network is referring to the hacker as Mr. White Hat, implying that he or she is a good guy, not a crook, and offering a deal. In a statement, Poly Network said, after communicating with Mr. White Hat, we have also come to a more complete understanding regarding how the situation unfolded, as well as the Mr. White Hat's original intention. We had earlier offered a US $500,000 bug bounty, and Mr. White Hat had responded to the offer. So guys, as of right now, these bug bounties are what companies pay hackers to test their systems and find flaws that could be dangerous. They usually pay them to prevent money from being stolen, not after the money is gone.
So I am joined here by Mike Sasanskin from Synac.
So now watch this, guys. Watch how easy it is to make this mistake, right? This is where I'm talking about your laptop and your crypto keys. How many crypto hacks happen because people are like, oh, I'm going to take my work laptop with me. I'm going to go to this hotel and I'm going to connect to their Wi-Fi. Watch this.
Is gone.
So I am joined here by Mike Sasanskin from Synac. You're going to show us how easy it is to hack into a computer. So this is my personal computer.
So in this attack, we will pretend to be a wireless access point that you normally connect to, let's say, in a hotel. So if you go in there and you try to log into something called Four Seasons Guest.
Okay.
As you'd expect, it's, the Wi-Fi is around, you'd want to be able to connect to it, and a person who just arrived will think, I'm a guest, I should connect to the guest network.
Sure.
So now if you go to a website that you would normally use, like Yelp.com.
Okay.
And normally what happens when you go to a website just after you've logged into a hotel network, it says, oh, please log in, you're a new user. So here it's asking for your room number and last name, which it would normally do. Right? And actually I can see your information show up here. And so part of the attack is that it tries to convince you that you need to do an update. Your machine is out of date, it's vulnerable. So you want to click on the download button because it's sort of convincing you to do this. And once you've executed, that's it. You already have been exploited. I can see it here. It says Aditya's MacBook. Let's say if I want to take a screenshot of your of your webcam, right? Okay. So I have a special command here for essentially accessing your little camera right here. If I say execute, there we go.
I just saw a green light pop up there for a second.
But now it's already too late. Now I already know what's going on around you.
Anything that is EVM compatible, anything that is wrote in Solidity.
So do you think something like proof of stake that's more about reputation than an actual exertion, like energy, can work?
No, I think proof of stake is inherently centralizing. It's like the old Matthew principle: from those who have to those who have, more will be given. From those who have not, everything will be taken. That's what proof of stake is. You need proof of work to embody skin in the game in the marketplace, such that contributions are commensurate with consideration received. That's how systems work.
My first question is for you, Mr. Brooks. What are the implications for the Bitcoin network if fewer players control an increasing amount of the mining activity?
Well, thank you, Congresswoman, for that question. One of the distinctions between the Bitcoin blockchain and proof of stake networks is it matters less in the proof of work context, the number of miners that exist, because it's not as though the miners can simply collude and choose to alter the Bitcoin blockchain the way that you could on a proof of stake blockchain. In a proof of work system, you're receiving Bitcoin rewards randomly, right? Because there's a lottery going on. And I think this is one of the most confusing and perhaps most misunderstood aspects of Bitcoin. What goes on is not that there is a correct answer about validating all of the transactions on the blockchain and some miner is figuring out the correct answer. What happens is there's a puzzle that has no correlation at all to the underlying transactions, and whoever gets the right answer first is part of a lottery ticket winner who gets that reward. That's how it's different. So I can't collude with Riot and Marathon and the other biggest miners and decide to alter the blockchain. I could do that, however, on a proof of stake network.
Investors aren't the only ones cashing in on the crypto surge. Hackers are draining many accounts on Coinbase. That's the biggest crypto platform in the U.S. Now, users are taking aim at the company's customer service department. They say Coinbase is leaving them hanging, and hackers walk away with hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Cybersecurity experts sounding the alarm following the devastating hack of several government agencies last year. Top executives from multiple cybersecurity firms telling the Senate Intel Committee that similar cyber attacks are likely occurring in the U.S. right now. Lucas Tomlinson is live at the Pentagon with more. So, Lucas, how many companies were actually affected by this hack?
Dana, the experts said over 17,000 companies have been affected, making this the largest cyber attack in U.S. history.
Because of Solidity smart contract language and how Solidity smart contracts are wrote, it's just a nightmare, guys. So hopefully you guys are really starting to wake up. You're starting to realize that I can't, as a smart investor, right? Like, you can't tell me when you just watch hack after hack after hack, and it's not like the hacks weren't preventable, right? It's because the coding language is so easy for people to make mistakes. Right, just the coding language alone, 8 out of 11 projects just in the last 10 months. And this was before Axie, right? This is before like another $1 billion worth of hacks, right? 8 out of 11 projects, if they were just wrote in Cadena's coding language, those hacks would have never been possible. And then you take a look at this right here. This stuff, this will melt your face, right? This is Cadena's 3D Metaverse Block Explorer. So not only is Cadena's coding language 10 times safer and more superior than Ethereum and all these other, they have 20 chains all braided together. And every 30 seconds, another 20 chains are all braided together. And as this blockchain scales, the size requirements of the data that's being stored on chain does not change, guys. Like, they can go from 20 to 50 chains, and the size requirements, the amount of data stored in their blockchain in each block doesn't change. So right here, they started with 10 blockchains and they scaled up to 20. And this is their blockchain being built in 3D in real time. So check this out. I click on this ball. You want to go into this block, or how about you go into this block way down here? You want to travel down the Cadena, I don't know, vortex hole, like the actual vortex. Look at this shit building itself in real time. Show me another blockchain that has a 3D Metaverse Block Explorer that you can watch the blockchain build itself in real time. This is on so many levels above everything else in this industry. It's not even funny. And not to boot that, they built a programming language that is human readable. So for the first time, I don't have to wonder if the Bored Apes Yacht Club, wrote a line of code in there that says, hey, when we're minting NFTs, if somebody comes in with wallet address that ends in Ryan Matta, right, automatically give him a rare, right? Because when smart contracts are executed in Solidity, you can't go reverse engineer them without like a specific program. And I don't even know if they have a program that can do it, because it's in computer readable code. So it's in binary code. Once it executes, you can't go and look at the smart contract and just read it, unless you're like Vitalik probably can, right? There's probably a few people in the world who actually can, but I don't even know if Vitalik can, honestly. So long story short, like, you don't even know if you're the NFT collection that you got a rare mint, if it was actually real or not real. Like, look at, those are the webs. They call it chain web. It is on so many next levels above everything. And if you guys haven't watched my Cadena playlist, that's all you have to do to save yourself so much time and energy. These markets are bearish. This is a crypto winner. Cadena was never ready yet, but everything that Cadena needed to have in play to survive and do better in times like these, it's getting ready to turn on right now. Like, we have DEXs getting ready to turn on in 2 weeks. We have NFT marketplaces coming within a month. We have launch pads that are killing it. We have gaming products. We have metaverse projects. We have some of the most advanced marketing people in the entire world. Paul Su from Decasonic. Oh my gosh, man. Like, everything you want to talk about bullish on a project, it doesn't get more bullish than this. It doesn't get more advanced. There's never been a technology this great in the history of crypto, ever. This is on so many next levels. So unless all crypto's failing, then we're all effed. But if Bitcoin's going to survive, Cadena's going to survive. And it's going to come out on top because it's so powerful that it's fixing all of these problems. Oh my gosh, man. It's fixing so many problems. It's going to change the world. Like, these market conditions suck, but Cadena will be the BNB, right? And what I mean when I say the BNB, what I mean is BNB in the 2017 bear market, 2018 bear market. In 2019, Bitcoin got a little bullish, but didn't, like, it really wasn't much. Bitcoin went up to 13,000, right? What did Binance do? Binance went up and not only put in a new all-time high during a bullish stretch through summer in the middle of a crypto winter, right? BNB, because remember, November was the epic crash of 2019. Like, it was so bearish. Binance went up. So Binance was the first altcoin to put in a new all-time high, and not just a new all-time high. It did it when the entire market was still in a crypto winter, right? Because why? Because their DeFi ecosystem was popping off. Still bearish through the crypto winter, right? Like, BNB got its ass kicked just like everything else did. But, you know, after it found bottom at 390, it ran all the way up to 40 something dollars. But BNB also had the DEX features going on as well. So where BNB, like, almost same scenario as Cadena, right? It was up to 26 and BNB stopped at 350, right? If CADEX was on, if everything was ready, that was supposed to be ready, right? This would have been a different story. Cadena probably would have held support around 3, maybe 250. We wouldn't be at $1 something, but we're down in the dollars because it is what it is, you know? Shit just wasn't ready for these market conditions. We knew that before we got into it. We just didn't know that these market conditions were coming like this. And the USA markets haven't even opened yet. So what happens when USA markets open? If they plummet tomorrow, you know, there's a probability that Bitcoin's free falling. Yep. So I have this whole playlist. Like I said, just watch this playlist, guys. I don't want you to buy Cadena. I want you to educate yourself on what blockchain technology is. And then if you can find a better video, or you can find a better blockchain that's more superior and can deliver higher value than Cadena, please bring it to my attention. But I've never found one. And I've researched, 10,000 blockchains in the last year, 2 years. That's the best part about Cadena. I don't want you to buy it, right? Do research and find me one that's actually more scalable and more secure, right? It's mind-blowing. It's going to revolutionize the world. All the problems that we hate with NFTs, they'll be gone. Once you study Cadena and blockchain, then go study what's wrong with NFTs, and then go check out Cadena's new NFT standard. Like, for artists, celebrities, royalties, Netflix, documentaries, Secretary of States, government-issued IDs, all that just changed. The whole game just changed. Everything that they were trying to build, ZK, Snark, and Shart, and rollups to do this in a Twitty Tister, and you got to transfer this over to Arweave, and then it sends a digital copy over to IPFS, and then it uploads it to this blockchain forever, and then Solana's blockchain comes and uses API oracles to reference this number, and then you got that. No, Cadena puts it all on chain. All on chain. So there is no changing a number or changing something or doing something different, It's going to change the world. I wouldn't touch Polkadot. I wouldn't touch Link. I wouldn't touch Harmony. I sold all those at peaks. Except for Harmony, I sold it at a loss. Polkadot, we sold at 51. Link, never got into. Hero, man, killed it on Hero. No, I would never go on Bitboy's stream, ever. I think he's everything that's wrong with this industry. Steve, this crypto, homie. Steve goes, I never thought my crypto portfolio, my hodl portfolio would go down 68% in a week. Yes, sir. I always need sleep, man. Yeah, I've been going, this is like 24 hours almost now. I was up at 6 a.m. See, I'm gonna crash here in probably, I don't know, 30 minutes or so. I'm getting more tired by the second. I don't sleep, man. I can't afford to sleep, Marco. I was just getting there and then YouTube shut down my channel. Thanks, Jack Roberts. What up, homie? Good to see you, man. N8 Dog. Who's new in here? Drop a 1 in the chat. Ah, 300 likes. We're doing a 30. We're doing a 30 Ergo airdrop. Let's go, guys. About 15K, Robert. Well, I don't know. I lost a couple grand pissing away money trying to short Luna again. So, I don't know, maybe 13K. And then I did about $500 in airdrops for you guys. So, nothing like a Ryan crash party. What up, Evil Roy? I'm the only YouTuber that comes on when shit's tanking, man. It just depends, Robert. I don't recommend trade, man. That shit's risky as fuck, man. I only trade with play money. I don't remember what I was using when I went to bed last night. I can't remember if it was 4x or 12x, one of the two. It was probably something weird like 4.2. Sometimes I do funky. Might have been 3.8. I don't know. I don't remember. I couldn't close that shit out quick enough. I was like, no way, no way. And I saw what was going on too, so I wanted to come down here and try to help everybody. Like, I didn't want people to go buy Luna. I didn't want anybody to get wrecked. So I was like, oh my gosh, so many people are going to get wrecked thinking that this is the opportunity of a lifetime. I got to come to the rescue and save everybody. No other Moon Boys. Every other Moon Boy was on here telling people to buy Luna. And I'm like, I got to do my part yet again, man. Hopefully I'm right again, because if I'm not, I'm going to look like an asshole. But, you know, it would have been, I would have looked so bad if I wasn't right on Luna, you know? And that's where sometimes I get myself in trouble, because I just try to help everybody out. You know, if I would have been wrong about Luna, I only use Bybit. I wouldn't trade if I couldn't use Bybit, even though they fucked me today. You know, it is what it is, man. I've made so much money on Bybit. That's the only thing they fucked me on. I get it, man. I don't think, Tim Ross, I know Luna's done. I mean, yeah, if you're smart, hack node. When assets are 95% off from peak formation and they're the best assets in the world, don't care who you are, you DCA in, period. I mean, you're at 95% off. I don't even DCA at that point. Anytime I make money, and I put it right into it. I mean, I do DCA. I shouldn't say that. I still got DCA buyers on Cadena. I shouldn't say that. I do got DCA spots. Yeah, I got one at 125 and I got one at 115. There hasn't been a level that I haven't bought Cadena, right? 155, 125, 175, 175, 150, 175, $2, 225, 250, 275, 355, 341, 351, 360, $3, 325, 375, $4, 425, 451. The list goes on and on and on and on and on. Those are all buy orders, all on Cadena, right? I ain't playing around. Yeah, these people want to be stupid enough to sell me my Cadena. I don't care. I'm buying it every chance I get. Same with Bitcoin. I should be buying Bitcoin right now too, but I sold some Bitcoin to get a miner, and I was so close. I was like, and my limit order just got hit too. So I sold $6 grand, and then I got back 1,500 when my limit buy order got hit. So now I'm still $6 grand short of a now. Oh yeah, now I'm $6 grand short of a whole coin. Or I was. Now I could probably get it a lot cheaper. Yeah, Cadena is definitely the future, man. No doubt, man. No doubt. I would never hold in UST. Yeah, never. I trade in it, but I wouldn't care. But yeah, you'd probably be smart to do it before you lose a lot more of it. Luna's definitely done, Zach. Yeah. Very sad about Luna, Chris. Very sad. BUSD would probably be your best bet. Because at least BUSD is backed by Binance, and they just made $1 billion liquidating everybody. They got enough money to make sure BUSD always stays stable. I guarantee you that. Trust in Luna's gone. Yeah, very sad, man. A lot of people lost a lot of money, you know. But that's this industry, man. That's like, I keep trying to tell everybody, man. Like I put out videos that are like, hey guys, here's the actual facts, right? Here's what's actually happening. And if you logically think about this, it's kind of hard to convince yourself to keep holding Luna, because the risk to the downside just isn't there, right? The risk to the upside just isn't there. You know, when Luna's got a $40 billion market cap, it's at 40 billion. Like, so what took Luna to 40 billion was years and years of, you know, growing their project. So their project was still going to grow, but it was going to take years and years to take it from 40 to 100 billion, you know? So there was only 1.5 risk to the upside. Now, if the US government came in and forced all stablecoins to be backed by US dollars, which would make total logical sense for them to do, which that'll be the regulation you guys see happen, right? They're not going to create their own CBDC yet because it doesn't make sense to. USDC is already doing a great job. All they have to do is say stablecoins have to be backed 100% by US dollars. BlackRock probably knew that they were going to have to be paying back some of their debt and loans on these stablecoins because they couldn't back them with a basket of goods. They're going to say, hey, if you gave us Bitcoin to get USDC, you're going to have to take that Bitcoin back and give us US dollars. So BlackRock and all these players are probably like, hell, shit, we got to generate a ton of money to basically back our stablecoins with 100% US dollar pegs. So they basically, you know, pull this shit to, you know, trick Do Kwon into doing something stupid. So all Do Kwon's fault for sure. You know, he sold that an initial UST to BlackRock, which allowed them to put this ball in motion. It's hard to not, you know, it's his fault. He did it, you know, one mistake like that. And that's where centralization comes in. You know, that money should have been in a treasury, you know, somewhere, you know, no one person should have been allowed to have that much UST. I guess should be a fail safe. I don't know how else to do that, but like, you know, where did that UST, was that from the treasury? Did Do Kwon move that from the treasury without taking a community vote? And that's where you come into like the centralized factor thing. Do Kwon, one person, was able to make one bad decision, and that one bad decision destroyed the entire blockchain. Do Kwon was the single point of failure. Proof of work would not have happened, right? That algorithm should have been powerful enough to basically prevent that from happening, right? That trade, right? At some point, if the algorithm's getting unpegged because people are burning something, then the algorithm should set up a trip flag, right? Like, hey, we need to stop this. We need to stop allowing the burn to take place. Like, you know, the unpeg has hit a dangerous level. Halt burning, right? And when you halt burning, initiate going into your reserves, grabbing that reserve Luna, stabilizing the peg, and then resuming the peg. And then if the same addresses or the same IP addresses come back to the protocol and they try to do something again to the point where it looks malicious, you give them a warning and you suspend their account and IP address for 24 hours, right? There were so many preventative measures that could have been implemented to make sure that something like this did not happen. Epic Media, Tether's not going to come unpegged, guys. I'm telling you. It happens every time. You guys just keep telling me to look at it over and over. It's Right? Look at guys. I mean, look at how many times this thing, if you go back in history, this is just normal, guys. Look at it. Like, it looks like a heart monitor. It doesn't even look like, right? It doesn't even look like anything crazy, man. This is just normal. This is what these market conditions do. When the markets get really, really bearish like this, people are panicking, and now the Luna stuff doesn't help. So I can't say that this isn't because of, you know, this time is different. Like all of the Luna FUD and everybody panicking, probably going to make it worse. But if you actually go back in history, I mean, there's times, so like the lowest it's ever got is all the way down to 88 cents. It's only at 96 right now. The average amount that it falls on average, like a consistent average, is like 92, right? So I wouldn't be worrying, you know, until it broke below 92. Then you're past average. At that point, okay, maybe I kind of got to worry. If it broke below 88, then yeah, sure, freak the frick out. But oh, the Cadena team is why I'm so bullish on Cadena. Yeah, they're the smartest people in the world. And what the Cadena team did too is they got a patent on that technology. Cadena solved the blockchain trilemma. And when they solved the blockchain trilemma, they got a patent on it. Because what all these blockchains have been trying to do is solve a really complex mathematical problem that nobody else could solve. Cadena figured out how to solve it, and they got a patent on that technology. So nobody can copy Cadena. They can't fork Cadena. They can't use their technology. People can take Pact and they can rebuild their own blockchain with Pact, the coding language. You can build more than just that. You can build websites. You can build anything with Pact. Yep. Eight years is normally how long it lasts. Branch, 8 years. And then branch, right? Like as they're going along, right? So like with Pact, you can get to like the smart contracts, right? You can get like the patent on solving the blockchain trilemma. And then the problems that happen like after that, like, okay, like the KPI thing, right? Like KPIs, right? Like certain things won't work. You can't fork Cadena, and then you can just get a patent on other things that are built on top of it. Because you'll know exactly what problems people are going to run into. So then you just, after that patent runs up, I would just patent something else, right? I would just patent other problems that, okay, you can fork my blockchain, but then, hey, you can't set up a crypto wallet unless you can solve this problem. So here, let's just put a patent on that problem too, you know? That's how I would be doing it. And then along the lines of trademarking terminology. So like chain web is so smart. That's such a good phrase. You won't be able to chain web. They won't be able to call their thing a chain of webs, you know? Which is like, how do you describe that, you know? They did everything right, man. Gas stations, they created gas stations. Patent on that, I would guarantee it. Like, how else are you going to have Cadena without gas stations? So they got a patent on crypto gas stations, probably. I don't know, but I would. If they don't, they still can, you know? Yep, Robert goes, so after 20 years, yep, I'd assume 100%. The network effect will be so big because everything that stopped Ethereum was scalability. All the bad press and all the bad media Ethereum is getting is from that bad publicity. These ones hurt my eyes, man. I've been up for fucking 24 hours, bro. I've been staring at this screen for fucking... Don't give me a hard time about wearing some glasses because my eyes hurt, dick. I'm over here trying to flex on you, bro. I can't even wear the things right because they hurt my fucking ears. Because the headphones push them into my temple. Over here looking like it. Hey, Sonny. I remember back in my day. Yeah. No, I'm not short. No, I'm long on Bitcoin right now. Is it we know K-N-O-W or is it we know like we know motherfucker? We know UST is unpegged. Congratulations. We know. We know. We know. Jeez, oh Pete. How many people are gonna come in here with that one? Jeez, oh Pete. I need to block UST from my words. Let's go, baby. UST about to crash the whole market. Yowzers, man, this is wild. These are the times, guys. This is the craziest, awesomest shit we could ever happen. I cannot believe I'm buying Cadena down here. I can't believe it. This is freaking bonkers, man. It unpegs all the time, Cadena London. All the time. Like, look at this, guys. It unpegs like this every other week. Yeah, no wonder. I mean, you're gonna have to put out a video every week. Unpeg, 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 unpeg. Like I said, it's not. It comes all the way down to 88. It comes all the way down to 94 on the regular, 92 on the regular. We know, guys. We're looking right at the charts. Happens every other week. Take a look, dude. It's getting worse now because people are running and moving, but it's not gonna fail. A UST team, which is centralized, right? That's not using some algorithm, will restabilize the peg. They might have to sell some Bitcoin to do it. But this is where I'm gonna hit that big long at. Let's go, baby. One more, $3 more $100. $3 more $100. Let's go, Bitcoin. Those will be my 200, 200, 200, 200. Now I can add 1,000 to it, right? Mbusano. Don't buy the dip, man. DCA, homie. Something's up. BlackRock is the primary cash reserve manager of USDC. And last month, yeah, I had a feeling like BlackRock needs to make it back up, right? They need to make sure that they have enough US dollars to back every bit of USDC with US dollars. So they just crashed the market. They made billions. They probably made enough shorting Luna and manipulating this market. Exchanges are probably getting hit pretty hard because exchanges are having to pay out all these big shorts right now. Like, this is crazy. Like, I'm going to probably short some shit right now, right? I don't know. I don't know what else to do. Let's go. Average Joe Crypto, what up, homie? Been live for a couple hours now. Will who go bankrupt? Coinbase? I doubt it. Now, if the SEC comes out with regulations tomorrow, oh Lord. This is like the Big Short, but Luna edition. It is. It really is. Wow, dude, I never thought we were going to be DCing into KDA at these levels. Like, I'm so glad I just left those limit orders in. This is crazy. This is the coolest shit I've ever seen. I don't know how else to explain it. Like, I don't think you'll ever have opportunities like this ever again in your life. This is wild. Like, this is the time you ask your boss for overtime. Like, how long are we going to stay here? Shit, could be long, but normally it's going to find bottom at some point, right? And it's going to rally. Like, these are the times you just have to put in the grind, like ASAP. You don't know how long it's going to last, but you just pray it lasts long enough for you to, because these are the ones, right? Everybody leaves the market. Everybody panics. These crypto black swan events happen all the time, right? Yeah, ETH went from $1,800 all the way down to $93. Right? This was wild. This happens all the time, and you never see them coming. $125, baby. That's where I got one too, Stewie. I got one at $125 and $115. Nah, we're not going to see a rally for a while, man. I mean, we'll see little pop-ups, but no, you won't see a long-term live rally, I don't think. Unless, I mean, you easily could, because you could see somebody like Elon Musk, right? Tesla, one of these players, like Luna's $1.5 billion sent Bitcoin from 37 all the way up to 47, right? So if one of these billionaires right now steps in, Bitcoin's going to be back where? Right up to like 25, it'd be back up to 35 tomorrow, right? So if one of these billionaires, which they've already done things like that before, like the Jack Dorseys aren't going to let this stay for long, right? The Elon Musk, right? All of these players, these big players are going to go boom, 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 boom. Starting with Michael Saylor, starting with Jack Dorsey, like they're all going to come in and rally this market back to pick Bitcoin up, or they should, right? Like that's their role, right? We've all believed in it. We've believed in it because they've believed in it, right? Like they're the ones who led us down this path. They're the ones who said it's too big to fail. They're the ones that'll be stepping in right now to make sure that it does not fail. There is way too much money involved in Bitcoin right now. But this is teaching people a very valuable lesson about shitcoins. Because the people that were like, oh, I'm going to hold on to Crow and get my money back. As soon as I break even on Crow, I'm selling it. Well, now Crow has to go all the way back up to 40 cents for you to break even. It's so much more probable that Cadena is going to go from $1.50 to 3 or 4, right? Cadena is going to 2x before Crow does, you know? And maybe not, maybe even not like a 1 or 2x, but like I'm talking about like a 5 or 10x. There's a way higher probability that Cadena does, you know? Nothing, Kelly. Just Bitcoin and Cadena. They're the only two proof of work blockchains that are actually, you know, have the potential to make, yeah, XTZ is, yeah. Evo. Most of the time, you guys got to ask, like, they're wrote in Solidity. That's what I'm trying to teach people. It's like things wrote in Solidity. That's where these these hackers are targeting, because they're so easy and they're so hard to, like, it's so easy to make a mistake with Solidity. Like, some of these hacks are there for years. It just takes these hackers like years to figure them out. So like all of these, I don't know how else to explain it. It's almost like the hackers are like, they know where the hack is and they just let it sit there until the protocol gets like a, you know, 100 million or a $200 million market cap, or there's that much money in the treasury and they just attack it. It's crazy. Yep, Flux is proof work too. Flux is awesome. Yep. Flux is proof work. Yep. Yeah. Flux will play a monumental role in almost all of these ecosystems, right? $100 bill. The date in London, what are you doing, man? Yeah, not funny at all, man. Different order books. It could be something with the API oracles on one of them. Like that's the downfall. Is there any other things? Like you don't know where Bitcoin's pulling their oracle data from. And I know Bybit. Well, Bybit, what is the market price on Bybit? That's all you have to worry about. Not the actual price that's being displayed, but the market price. So Bybit takes the average of 6 different exchanges and it calculates the price of Bitcoin on 6 different exchanges, and then it adds it with theirs, and that's where the market price is. That's what liquidates you. That's why I was having trouble with Luna this morning, because there was such a market difference in different exchanges that it was telling me that Luna on their exchange was like 235 or 225, and when I was entering trades, it was putting me in at 275. Stupid. Yeah, Ergo is just way early, you know? I don't own any Ergo, so... Well, I mean, I have Ergo. I do own Ergo, but it's all being given away to you guys, or airdropped away to you guys. Hello from Scotland. What up, Paul? Anybody new in here? Drop a 1 in the chat. I think I did that earlier. I forgot to say what up to everybody. Chicago D's, what up, homie? Monaro's interesting. It's just a, you know, it's a great privacy coin. So it'll always probably have a use in a home, but as regulations get more and more strict, I think it's going to have a harder and harder time. Oh, they definitely did that. That's why these crypto winners happen. And these, you know, I call it the great flush. It's when they're rinsing the market of all their shit coins. Like all these billionaires are starting to think like I was. I almost guarantee it. Like everybody was starting to realize that these proof of stake chains just can't scale. There was so much overinflated money in this market that they, you know, these billionaires got so much money in crypto, and it was such an easy exit for them. They all got in last bear market, last crypto winter. They were into Cardano's at 2 cents when nobody else was playing around, right? They've rode him up, they've taken profits, and it finally just got so obvious that the market was coming down. All the big VCs, they are all exiting their positions and dumping it on us, right? But the smart ones are DCing in. Like the market's going to realize what the valuable ones are, and it's not, you know, it's not these proof of stake chains. So that's why I'm saying the VCs are even dumping their bags on you guys on these, you know, Cadena never had any VCs. That's its problem. We don't have any VCs to help prop it up right now. Tim Rahus, what up? Grizzly, what up? Ruben, what up? Mercadella? Mercadelli? Mercadillo? Leo. Leo at the end. Sorry, I don't know that one. Trading news live from Europe. What up? From Brazil. What up, homie? Yo, Peter. What up, homie? Itzy. Zaza. What up? Chris Crass. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a long time. Antonio B. DC. What up? Kick Drum. N8 Dog. Fortnite. B Fortnite. What up? VeChain, same thing. VeChain's wrote in Solidity. And no, but like, everybody talks about these partnerships with BMW, but like, what has that done for the price? Like, the partnerships have been there, you know? These guys get so good at shilling and manipulating retail investors that there's just so easy for them to manipulate you guys and suck money out of your guys' pot. These are the market conditions where you buy your gems, right? These are the market conditions where you really study, right? Don't lose hope in crypto because you got wrecked and you listen to the Moon Boys. I made that mistake before, and I didn't spend this time of the year studying and working my ass off. There's nothing's going to get your money back. Complaining about it's not going to get it back. Being negative, right, ain't going to get the market to turn around, right? Realizing that you got played by the Moon Boys, and make it your mission to not let that happen next time, right? And the only way you do that is by getting into positions, into ecosystems that really have the ability to change the world, right? You know? Yep. Dana's on fire right now. It's such a good buy right now. Yep. Nah, Luna's dead, buddy. Sorry, 5-minute football. Chicago, what up, homie? I did a shoot with Bree in Chicago last year. It was a blast, man. I was actually down there during the protest. In the Black Lives Matters protest. Yep. Like, don't let these guys fool you, right? Thoughts on seller, wouldn't touch it. Tezos, old school, tech's outdated, could never scale, had some internal issues with their team, husband and wife started it, don't really know who took it over, partners tried to overthrow them. I think it was doomed from a long time ago. I got 99 problems and Tether ain't one. Get it. Oh, you're staked with Crow. Sorry, Johnny Lang. I tried telling everybody to exit Crow. I warned everybody about Crow. I mean, I was pretty vocal about that one. You know, nothing is such a good buy right now. What terrible advice. You're an idiot, Steve. You're an idiot. Cadena is 95% off. These opportunities happen once in a lifetime. Yo, Master, what up, homie? Thank you so much for the support, man. I appreciate that big time. Please make sure you guys go do your homework, too. So, you know, come over to the community tab. Make sure you guys see that you got homework. We're in class every night at 10 p.m. Next week, we'll be studying blockchain technology, but we're going to be picking up where we left off previous week. So we're going to be getting into, like, the Blake S2 algorithms and understanding how Cadena's algorithm is slightly different and a little bit more superior than what Bitcoin uses with the SHA-256. So we covered SHA-256 last week. We went over how to make Bitcoin wallets from scratch. A lot of great content on there. So I wouldn't waste your time in this live stream. I'd go right over to the community tab and check out the homework and make sure you're caught up on your homework. Yeah, definitely, Cotton Eye Joe. Definitely, man. Because Bitcoin dictates the market. So all we need is one billionaire to step in, one big player to go, yep, I'm buying this dip. Boom. One bank, one G7 country, one other country announces. Like, if the Bitcoin Foundation is they have one of the biggest lobbies in the world. Like, I will not be surprised if we see a foreign nation step in, you know. Too much time too many people to help, man. There's opportunities like this make people listen, you know? And you're able to point out a lot of obvious things that got a lot of people wrecked, you know? Yep. Like, I started with $1,000 and now I probably got 70,000, man. It's getting down there. It's pretty rough, man. But I still started with 1,000, you know? We don't touch anything, Master. We only touch Cadena projects. So if you just signed up, try warning everybody. Don't sign up. We don't touch anything outside of Cadena's ecosystem. There's no need. They're all getting hacked. There's no way that these projects, when they got billion-dollar market caps, are going to outperform the new low-cap gems on Cadena. So we're consolidating into Cadena because we're going to DCA out of Cadena. We're going to consolidate out of Cadena or we're going to diversify out of Cadena into all of these new low-cap gems that are just launching. Some of the best gaming products, the most secure gaming projects, the most secure NFTs that are going to change the world. Like we just got into the first 10K mint that sold out on Cadena. Those crypto kitties have potential to be worth freaking gold, right? That one play, just those crypto kitties alone, when Cadena's NFTs start popping off, that's going to make people, you know, tens of thousands of dollars, maybe even hundreds, if not millions of dollars. Freaking wild. Where we won't miss out on a good NFT project we already got. So go make sure you go watch class from tonight, because we covered, you know, a fire project, man. We're moving in. It's crazy, man. We'll have the most educated community in the entire crypto space. No doubt. And it's only 99 cents, man. You want to participate in the airdrops every night? It's $1.99 to $9.99. And you get to pick what you want to pay. And you get my free digital course and the private telegrams. There's a playlist right above you, pinned at the top. Everything you need to know about Cadena is in there. I would start at video 1 and watch the journey and watch all the interviews and really start to understand what Cadena's technology is and why everybody in here is so excited right now. Like, we're the only community in crypto that's like, I mean, this shit sucks for sure, but we know what we're doing, right? Yep. A lot of the community members know it's all, I live in the USA, Joe. Like I said, I wouldn't spend your time in here right now, Joe. I would be doing the homework, because all those answers are all in the videos, and you only got so much time in a day, and we got class tonight at 10, so I wouldn't waste your time in here. I'd waste your time getting caught up on the homework. Ton of great information. It'll really help you out. I won't help you with anything in here, buddy. I don't think they can delist it. Oh, the fear-mongering media is going to eat this shit up, man. That's why I was long in Bitcoin all the way down to 25,000, man. I just hit every long target on that. I've been in this shit so long. When they start making Bitcoin like you think it's going to zero and there's nothing going to save it and Tether's going to unpeg, that's when I'm starting to long shit, man. It might get me wrecked, but I made so much today. I'm happy with it, man. But I'm not dumb enough. Like, I got, you know, a couple thousand more. Cadena keeps coming down. I'll just keep throwing at it, right? And if it starts to really go and the market really starts to turn around, well, you know, if this was absolute bottom, I might put more in at 2 grand or at 2. There should be a playlist on there. No, Cryptomanic, you just got to go over to the community tab. I don't know which one's the first one. I would say watch the Cadena playlist above you first. That's the playlist. Get yourself familiar with what Cadena is first, because that's what you're gonna have the most questions about. So finish that playlist and then start in there. Like go to the community tab. It'll say homework. I don't really have a system to it. You just got to go down the community tab and I'll post something like members homework, right? Watch this entire playlist before you ask any questions about Cadena. Member homework right here. Download all the Cadena wallets. Watch this video. Watch our struggles. We know there's a lot of issues with Cadena wallets, so a lot of great information about securing wallets, setting up Solana. Then we went through private DeFi training. So what is the best wallet for Cadena? Your beginner guide to DEXs. So right here, decentralized exchanges. So if you don't understand how decentralized exchanges work, the step-by-step guide right there for you guys. There's a really good one. Cadena one-on-one training right here. Studying Bitcoin. There's one of these is really good. This beginner DEX guide is really good. Like, you don't understand what impermanent loss is. You don't understand how DeFi works. That's what we spent. Last week was a freaking awesome week. Or 2 weeks ago was really awesome. Last week we studied blockchain. I don't check my DMs. Sorry, buddy. If I do, I'll get 100 people in here every stream going, check your DMs, bro. Check your DMs. I can't even keep up with my DMs as it is. That's why I'm live here. So if you got something to say, let me know. Hi, Luna. Ask Carl the Moon Boy, man. Black Swan Luna, baby. Luna Swan, baby. This is it. 500. All right, we got 551 people in here. If we get up to 400, let's do a $40 airdrop for everybody. How many likes we got on here? We can get up to 400, right? We got 500 people in here. 550 people. Let's do a $40 airdrop for anybody. Not just members. Let's hook everybody up since you guys all helped me get up to 500 or 400 likes. We got to be close. And you have to have an Ergo address ready. So please do not enter if you do not have an Ergo address ready. You only have 2 minutes to get me your Ergo address after you win. So there's an Ergo address on KuCoin, and that's it. So if you don't have it ready, it's called the fumble, and then it'll go to the next person. And then if the next person wins it, but they didn't get it to me in 2 minutes, you have a chance to redeem yourself and come back for the W and claim your prize. So I'll give everybody a second to get ready and hit that like button. There's 400. Okay. All right. So if you don't have an Ergo address, sorry guys. Active chatters are 3 times more likely to win. And channel members are 4 times more likely to win. Everybody's welcome to enter, and the keyword is Ergo, all lowercase. All lowercase. So I have a Cadena miners that'll be here today, and I got more, and I got a deal coming for the squad, guys. If you guys want Cadena miners and you guys are members, I'm gonna get you the KD6 equivalents at cost for $23,000. 23,000. Those things are selling for 40 to 60,000, brand new in the box. Plus, you got to pay like 47,000 plus import duty tax, like 25%. So y'all got to make sure you got those Ergo Addies ready. Let's go, guys. Thank y'all. Thank y'all. Big time. Do you know how much Cadena you can buy right now with 40? Let's do the math on that, so you guys can get excited about how much this is going to be worth in 2025. Right? So this is 40. You could probably get it at $1.25, right? That's 32 coins of Cadena. That'll be $300 in 2024. That's $9,600 if you play this right. That's crazy. Y'all ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yo, Chantel, what up? What up? Let's go, Chantel. I know Chantel will have it ready. Congratulations, Chantel. Thank you so much for the support, guys. All those active chats, baby. And she got a crypto kitty. Let's go, Chantel. I like that one. Wow, Chantel, you got a really unique face on that one, too. And the bent tail. Let's go, Chantel. Congratulations. Well deserved, Chantel. Well deserved. Well deserved, friend. Well played. Well played. Well played, sir. Congrats, Chantel. I appreciate y'all big time. There's 90 people in that. You got extra lucky, Chantel. Let's go. I know where that's going. Let's go. Good job. Good job. So you got a couple minutes. I need that Ergo though, Chantel. You got it with you? You don't got the Ergo, do you? You want one Crypto Keeper? Yeah, I'm going to have a list. I'll have a sign up list. I'm going to put it out. There's only going to be 1,300 of them. So you're going to have a wallet address that you can verify that you got. You know, like I share my public address so they can say, okay, yep, this wallet address has 25,000, so he's a serious buyer. You know, you'll have to prove that you got the money ready because they're going to be going for sale in a couple weeks. So if you don't got 23K, but gosh damn, that's $60,000 off. That's crazy. I wouldn't mess with packs. The only thing I'd really trust is BUSD or USDC. But I still trust USDT. I still got a couple grand in it. I'm not panicking. Because I did some marketing work for Ergo. And I told them if they gave me I would make the video. I would do an interview for if they gave me $1,000 that I could give away to you guys. There you go, Chantel. Nice work. It's so easy to send. So easy to send. That'll be to her in 2 seconds. That's what I love about Ergo. Congratulations, Chantel. Let's go. Should be there in a few seconds. Luna's definitely the bad boy of crypto. It's the black swan of crypto. Straight up. Yeah, we had no stable coins back in the day. Exactly. Exactly, Crash. People don't remember what it was like when we didn't have stable coins. That shit sucked. Trying to know how much you were up on a trade was so hard without a dollar value to it. I always wonder why they just didn't automatically like show you a converter, you know? Ergo has a stable coin too, don't they? Oh, we sold all of our crow, man. We sold all of our crow at 35 cents. I definitely missed the top on crow. I sold a little early. I don't know, Michael. I have no idea. I like, for Cadena, I just use Chainweaver, I think. And Zelcore is really good. Oh, it's good for the Bitcoin. Really good for Bitcoin. If the feds regulate stablecoins, any regulation is great, man. Just give us something so this industry will thrive. There's just no regulation, so no enterprise businesses are wanting to come in right now. If they come out with regulations tomorrow, this industry can thrive. No, we don't buy any dog coins, guys. We only focus on Cadena. My wife regulated these nuts. That's a good one. Harmony, why would you want to touch Harmony, man? Or Meta Hero. Meta Hero is a rug pull. Meta Hero is a scam. It has been since day one. That's another, just like, Meta Hero is just like Costa. It was never going to launch. It was sexy. It was a failed business that was designed to fail from the beginning. That they could market and shill a bunch of, I mean, look at their first videos, like the way that they did that with those cameras in there. I think Meta Hero is a huge scam, man. That's why we sold it at 18 cents. Made like 50 grand on that one. Check out those videos, Master. Everything you need to know about Cadena is in that. I keep telling you guys got to watch that playlist, man, before you ask any questions about Cadena. All the answers to your questions are right up there, man. If you don't do the work, you're going to be left behind in all the classes, man. I really want to help educate you guys, but you guys got to help yourselves by putting in the work. I promise you, man. Yep. I think that's about it, squad. I think we calling it a night. Look at Bitcoin go, baby. Get the fuck back up there, Bitcoin. Let's go, baby. Let's fucking go on them longs. I got a $575 long and I'm only down $22 right now. Some guy. What up, some guy? Welcome to the squad, homie. Honored to have you, man. The DeFi space is all going to leave Ethereum. Like all of those DeFi protocols and all these blockchains, they're not safe, guys. No finance applications are going to be wrote in Solidity. So tell me, Mo. Tell me right now before I leave. Some guy, what up, homie? Thank you so much for the support, man. Spit it out, Mo. Why don't you just type what's important? Right next to the subscribe button and down in the description. So next to the subscribe button, there'll be a join button. Depending on if you want to be in the bigger tiers of, yo, what up, Kite? Let the bounce commerce. Let's go. Mo, I need to tell you something important. It's right there on the screen, buddy. Big bold letters. So yeah, but sometimes you got to be on desktop to do it. It doesn't normally work in the app from the cell phone. So if you go down in the description of the video, should be a join link right there. And it should prompt you up on a mobile browser. What up, Kite? Let the bounce begin, man. Let the bounce begin. Not much, EOD. Not much. Black Swan event. Luna crashed the market. Tether started to unpeg. People started to panic like little girls. We were nailing those longs all the way down, baby. Let's effing go. More pain, I'm down. Can't get any more painful than it already is, so bring it on, baby. DC8 all the way down to $1.25 on Cadena. I don't know if we hit the $1.25 one, but we getting there, baby. Thanks, CJ. Thanks. Haters gonna hate. Tether did. I mean, people are complaining about it. Like, Tether does this all the time. This is normal for Tether, so I don't know why people are freaking out, but... Like, Tether's back to 98.5. The world's not burning. Wow. It, like, you go back in history, look at this, dude. Look at how Tether does this every week. It's not an algorithmic stablecoin. It's not Luna. Still Luna. It's already back to its peg. Now, everybody, how much money do you guys waste in gas fees? Y'all just made Tether so much money. Y'all just made Tether another $1 billion. Tether should do this. No wonder Tether does this all the time. Do you know how much money they just made in fees by you guys just transferring around all your Tether? Gotcha. Gotcha, suckers. Tether just made bank, baby. Tether just... No wonder Tether's not going to fail. They just need to do this once a week. Tether Foundation. No. Carl the Moon Boy is the Bernie Madoff of crypto. Do Kwon was trying to build something great, and he failed because he got manipulated he got outplayed, period, plain and simple. Do Kwon probably just lost everything. Do Kwon wasn't setting people up to try to scam them. Carl the Moon, Bitboy, Banner, all those YouTube channels, they are the Bernie Madoffs of crypto. I mean, this was doomed from the start. I didn't know it. I didn't understand it, but it was, you know. No, Bobby, I'm running on like 9. I'm running on 3 hours to sleep, and I'm at like hour 24. I'm going to sleep. I wish I was high. Are you stoned, Bobby? Go troll Bitboy, Bobby. Jeez, OP. This is easy. Yep. He definitely named his daughter after Luna. That's rough. That'd be rough, man. Man, no wonder, you know, people come in here and talk about Shiba. No wonder your portfolio's down 90%, guys. Who you got to blame but yourselves? I would be embarrassed trying to shield garbage projects in other people's streams too, to make myself feel better about what a dumb decision I made buying Shiba. Yeah, it's all right, buddy. This is the great flush. You know, Bitcoin, you think Bitcoin's not going to dump down again? Like Bitcoin might rally up to 31. When it dumps down next time, guess what it's doing? It's sucking the life out of all your altcoins even more and more and more until it bleeds every one of them out 98%. And when the market turns around or the USA government starts regulating and shit starts getting delisted from every major exchange, they're already on thin ice. They all just participated in Luna's Ponzi scheme. They're getting ready to basically enforce and regulate stablecoins. Like, this is just getting started, in my opinion. Like, there's going to be a bounce and the good assets will receive the glory right now. You know, the good assets will recover faster. You know, as their ecosystems develop, they'll run. Other projects won't run. Solana is in a worse position now because anytime it goes and gets busy, it's going to break. Do Kwon built Cosmos, right? Do Kwon built the Cosmos SDK and the IBC. So, you know, how's Cosmos going to do after? Is Cosmos going to pay for everybody back for Do Kwon's losses? I don't know how that's going to work out for Cosmos either, or anything built with the Cosmos SDK. Everything on Terra is going to zero right now. So you talk about Terra's DeFi ecosystem. I mean, it's fucked. There's no way it has 3.8 billion. Oh, now it's down to 2.8 billion. Yeah, so there's still 2.8 billion for these whales to just suck out of Luna. 8.9, and none of this was illegal. I think Flux is a good project. Yeah, I think Flux will do good over time, yeah. But I don't know enough to know, so. But yeah, I think it would. No, Terra will never come back, Monica. Nope. Phantom's the DAG. DAGs can't scale. And it's also a DAG that's wrote in Solidity, so it'll have the same inherent problems and security issues that... Look at how many things already get hacked on Phantom. What'd you guys lose this year on Phantom? At least I know there was a few big million-dollar hacks, multi-million-dollar hacks. I do think Flux will do good, yep. Yeah, I think once their Zelcore wallet gets better, you know, that's such a powerful asset. I think people are going to still be standing up infrastructure on Flux. I think a lot of people are standing up nodes on Flux. I think they got a lot of projects that are going to be big, that are going to be incentivizing people to run nodes on Flux to get NFTs and special airdrops. Yeah. Terra gave an update on Twitter. What does it say? We're going to zero. We are very sorry. The product is at catastrophic failure. At this point, there is nothing you can do but cut your losses. That's what they probably should say. We are at catastrophic failure. The prevailing peg pressure on UST from its current supply hang is rendering severe dilution of Luna. The primary obstacle is expelling the bad debt from the UST circulation at a chip fast enough for the system to restore to health on the on-chain spreads. To expedite this goal, several measures are being taken. First, the current Prop 1164 was expanded the base pool size and accelerate the burn rate of UST, helping deflate on-chain spreads. Number 3, TFL is also initiating 3 emergency actions. Proposal to burn remaining UST in community pool. TFL burn the remaining 31 millions of UST cross chains on Ethereum. TFL has just staked $240 million for Luna to defend the network's governance attacks. You can find any of the full organ proposal of the burning remainder of community pool funds in the link below, including in the proposal to burn the cross-chain UST. The vote will go live shortly. TFL port remainder of the UST deployed as liquidity Who even has any money to... all your Luna has been gone, guys. The only people that are holding Luna now are you guys. What are you guys even having a vote for? Incentives on Ethereum's 371 million UST over the past few months back to Terra to burn it all using the burn module, pending the result of the governance proposal. Number 6, TFL is currently exploring the best avenue to burn the remainder of its UST holdings, much of which has been accrued in recent days to absorb the sell-off of UST in various open markets. Overall, approximately $131 billion will be eliminated from the USAT from the supply upon executing 3 proposals items above. This equates to roughly 11% of the outstanding supply. Number 8, expelling a system bad debt with the above items should help restore the on-chain swap spread of meaningful levels where a peg pressure on UST. Bro, give up, man. Terra is dead, man. Nobody's going to use this. Please note that TFL is in a war room and has been nonstop on the past 4 days working on solutions and potential avenues to help affected users and stop the bleeding. Publicly, we will continue to release updates as developments unfold. Just stop, dude. You're giving people hope. Tell them to cut their effing losses. That shit's going to zero. Save your $1 billion and just let it go, man. Before, like, we believed in you one time and you failed us so bad that you just devastated this entire industry, man. There is no coming back from that. Just let it go to zero. It's 12 fucking cents, man. It's 12 cents. It's done. It's done. Died, man. You know, get out. I mean, Do Kwon, I'm sorry, man. It is fucking dead. What are you trying to save? The people's last pennies? Like, no, man. It's just done. You say sorry. That's it. Just sorry. We're so sorry. This is at catastrophic failure. There is no hope. You know, cut your losses. If you got a few dollars left in Luna, get it the fuck out of there is what I would have said. Yeah, what exactly? Where are your AVAX coins at? Sell your AVAX coins and buy Terry immediately. Right? Exactly. That's what they should have did. Where are their AVAX coins? Sell your AVAX for sure. Don't buy Terra with it now. Sell your AVAX and buy Cadena with it. Save yourself from losing even more money. Sorry, I dropped your money in the toilet. Yeah. Definitely not right, Jack. Probably contact the exchange you bought it from, buddy. Unless it didn't fill your whole order. That might have been too. If you try to limit it, doesn't mean that it has to fill your whole order. You could still have open money in an order. AVAX is definitely going. AVAX is going to be the next one. AVAX is another big Ponzi scheme that has seen its glory days for sure. AVAX ain't never going up to a new all-time high. AVAX is a big enough ecosystem where it'll run, but to get all of these people convinced that they want to build on top of AVAX, I mean, so many people put $220,000 into launching these subnets on AVAX. Fuck, man. Another proof of stake chain, right? These proof of stake chains are getting people just annihilated. No, Randy, I don't. I sold my one at a loss at $1 something, or at I don't know when it was, last week sometime. Somewhere over here for 12 cents or something like that. 13 cents. No, I would not touch Ethereum ever. Yep. Crow crashed their own coin when we were all stuck staking it. You're absolutely right. They did. They probably shorted their own coin. The Crow team's so shady. I tried warning everybody about that one big time, man. Thank you all for hitting that like button too. I appreciate that big time. The regulators, good demon. The regulators are gonna. Cause ETH is designing like with the merge. It's not gonna change gas fees. Go watch my video from earlier about the ETH merge. Right here, ETH fraud. I never knew that this was what they were doing with Ethereum. I had no idea. I couldn't get why people were saying like, oh, the VCs want proof of stake. The VCs want proof of stake. I'm like, why? And like, it just didn't make sense to me. And then I was like, oh my gosh. I was like, why is Coin Bureau promoting ETH? Then that led me to find out that Coin Bureau is a paid actor. I had no idea. I was like, oh, we got one good guy in crypto, Coin Bureau, man. I had no idea. He was part of like the Coin Bureau YouTube channel is owned by like a crypto hedge fund. And like they hired Guy just to be their actor. I think they actually bought his YouTube channel, is what I assumed. And they bought him and kept him on retainer as a paid actor. Johnny, man, I've learned so much. I'm not the same Ryan Matta that you guys were listening to back 9 months ago, buddy. I spent, since you left the streams, Johnny, I've been doing nothing but studying blockchain ever since. That's all I do every day. I went through and studied every project I could, and I couldn't figure out what blockchains were, why there were problems. So I was like, I got to figure out what these blockchains actually are doing and how they actually build themselves. What is a consensus algorithm? What is a Merkle tree? What is a hash? What is a... And we've just been learning it together as we go, man. And then we got really into it in the private live streams lately now. So now I'm just, every night, I'm just trying to help, you know, educate you guys on what blockchains are so you guys can tell the difference between the next and the other ones and the shitty ones. I don't know it all. I'm dumb as fuck, man. But I learned it right there with you guys. Really interesting, like actually learning how to make a Bitcoin wallet, right? Like how to download a file and like, you know, connect to the network. And I'm going to be working on setting up nodes for Kadena and how Kadena nodes work. And we're going to learn how to actually set up a miner and solo mine. The next couple of months are going to be fun. And then after that, it's just, we just sit back and wait for the cards to play out, because they will play out. Kadena's too powerful. It's like the cool, it's not just like too powerful to fail because it's still tiny right now, but like its technology is so superior, and we need blockchain technology. Like people see the advantages of blockchain technology. We just need it to be safe. We just need it to be secure. We need it to be able to scale. And Kadena achieves all of those. It is the security of Bitcoin. It is the technology of, you know, Ethereum. Smart contracts, right, are brilliant. We needed smart contracts. We just needed a safe coding language. So people don't realize Kadena's been out since 2016, right? Kadena was founded in 2016, but it took them 4 years to rewrite their own coding language called Pact. It actually took them about 1.5 years, but it's taken them like 4 years to actually perfect it and get to the point where you can write smart contracts. Like Ledger, people are like, oh, when Ledger? If you guys missed the AMA today, Kadena finally like let the cat out of the bag. It's not Kadena's problem. It's Ledger, the devices. Like the way Kadena's created a new way to sign transactions to prevent fraud and scams and people getting ripped off in crypto. They've created like this double signature type thing that basically you need more than, like, Ledger only displays like 16 digits like in their little thing. Well, Kadena's addresses are like, they're more than that, and they need more room on a display. So they're talking about making the first crypto hardware wallet built into a cell phone, because Kadena's technology is so secure, like it can do things that blockchains have never been able to do before. Like talk about NFTs and how they have the ability to program in like 18 different, I mean, it's unlimited amounts of royalties, but like you can program in 20 different royalty structures, and you can change, and you can set those royalty structures based off a set of parameters. So maybe if the project, the NFT project, like the trading volume hits above, you know, say $1 million in a day, then royalties for the artist actually increase, because that would mean that the artist's work is so phenomenal that people are loving these and trading these NFTs. Like, you can do so many different things. You can program in with, they're working on like NFTs with real world data, because you can store things on chain. So you could technically store somebody's fingerprint on chain in an NFT. And then when you go to the doctor's office, your doctor can pull out a software, and that application is built on Kadena, so it'll be able to communicate directly to the blockchain. So you basically, your doctors have their iPads with the fingerprint scanner on it. You could basically fingerprint scan to unlock your medical records. And because Kadena has a private and public blockchain, you have a permission list and a permission blockchain. You could have the ability to give people access to things like medical records. Like, okay, your doctor can review your medical records, but only when you're in front of it. Like, or maybe there's personal medical records that you only want unlocked with your permission. Like old medical records, you could lock them permanently and only allow people to have access to them with your fingerprint. So you have a way to do end-to-end encryption of medical records that allow you to unlock them with a fingerprint. Like, and that's just this is just like the little things that I've thought of, that I've heard people speaking of, that are possible with Kadena. Not to mention what like an entire generation of builders are going to build with a smart contract language that's as powerful as Pact. Like, look what they built with Solidity, and Pact is literally 100,000 times more superior than Solidity in every way, shape, and form. It's going to attract the most talented builders on a global scale. That's the best thing I can tell you about it. And there's no other blockchain that I could even talk about like that about Kadena. It's so many levels ahead of everything else. And in order to explain that, right, come join class, like stick around the squad. I'll really help you at really to understand. No, not at all a store of value. No way. It's a utility token. It is the most utility. Everybody's going to want, like, your rights to use the network, right? When I want to send money on Bitcoin, right? I need Bitcoin, right? Like, that is your rights to use the network. Everything's going to be built on top of on top of Kadena. Like, the Aves are not going to fail because they're going to be built on top of Kadena. They're not going to get hacked, right? The polygons, the layer 2s that made Kadena so awesome, or Ethereum so awesome, are going to be rebuilt on top of Kadena. Yep. Later, farmer. Loop rings wrote in Solidity. Right? Anything that's like the applications that like Loop Ring rebuilt on top of Kadena, safe and secure. But you guys are watching all these hacks happen, right? Like, if Axie, a $10 billion project, couldn't secure their blockchain, you think any of these other projects can? Like, these guys hire the smartest and best coders in the world, and they're getting hacked left and right. It's just too hard. It's too dangerous. And the industry is just now starting to realize that. It's becoming overwhelmingly obvious. Like, we kept scaling and things kept breaking. We kept, trying to speed things up, and things kept getting more and more unsecure. Like, we try to shard, we try to scale, we try to do these bridges, we try to do all these things because we needed to make bridges to be cross-chain interoperable, because the blockchains couldn't scale. Everything couldn't be built on top of one chain. So we had 50 different chains out there, and all these bridges cross-chain communicating is just like you're trying to go from one coding language to another coding language and do that in a decentralized way. And you have these smart contracts that are just they're just doomed for failure from the beginning. And Kadena spent 2 years. They wasted 2 years trying to build a decentralized bridge to Ethereum. And the two smartest minds in the world that got a patent on the blockchain trilemma, they couldn't figure it out. Right? Because it can't be done safe or securely. So all these bridges out there, the Ronin bridge hacked for 300 million, the Wormhole bridge hacked for 390 million, right? Like, yeah, it was the Axie one was 600 million. The Ronin one was 600 million. 625 million. It's a lot. I told everybody to sell Polkadot at 51 because there's no utilization for the underlying asset, and they just spent $1.5 billion making some Ponzi scheme stablecoin that's supposed to help DOT. It's going to go... DOT, nobody's going to use it because it's Solidity. The parachain auctions were a bad idea. The network's never going to gain traction because it's just not, it doesn't make sense to build Moon River on top of Polkadot and charge people gas fees when you can build, you know, Moon River on top of Kadena and have free gas, right? And then everything you built on Polkadot got rebuilt on Kasama. So it's like, what do I need Moon River and Moonbeam for? Why can't Moonbeam do everything that Moon River can do? Why do I need a second, you know? It's a goofy. It really killed their ecosystem because they built doubles of everything on both projects. Like, what in the F are you guys thinking? You're going to build two of the exact same project for what? Like, it was just goofy. Like, I could not wrap my head around that. Walter, watch the playlist above you, man. It's the most decentralized. It's proof of work. ASIC mining proof of work. And the amount of mining companies out there, and you can solo mine Kadena and be as profitable as you can pool mining it. Which you can't do with Bitcoin. And like Kadena, like so many things are being found out that are possible on Kadena that just weren't ever possible on any other. Dot is wrote in Rust. So yeah, there you go. And the wormhole bridge that got hacked was Rust, right? The Solana wormhole hack was 390 million. So hackers will hack Rust just like they did Solidity. Just wait. Kava's another. Not interested in it, guys. I'm only like, I sold every single coin, guys. I wouldn't buy anything outside of Kadena. Because if you're investing in crypto to make money, I can make 10 times more money in Kadena than any other ecosystem. So why do I want to have 20 crypto wallets? Polygon can't switch to Kadena, right? Kadena's not EVM compatible. EVM is the problem with the industry. It's what slows everything down. It's what everybody's trying to get past. They hate EVM. Because if everybody else just got done shilling you shit like Costa and shilling you AVAX and cramming Cardano down your throat. So when they really admit what Kadena is, it means that they were absolutely 100% wrong about all these other shit projects that they just started shilling you guys. That's exactly why. They're too busy. They can't pump Kadena, right? They can't manipulate it. They can't suck money out of retail investors. So it's so powerful that they won't be able to not talk about it. So the only way they can really redeem themselves now is to start talking about it. Because if they're just going to be wrong about it. I mean, don't get me wrong. Like, AVAX has a busy enough network. When the network turns around and the market finds bottom, yeah, AVAX will probably run up. But hopefully people are smart enough to see that as their exit position. Yeah, Luna's going to 0 for sure. It's already at 0, isn't it? What is Luna at? Is it not at 0? 21 cents. What was it just down to? 12. So shorted again. Like, even if it goes back up to 2, like every time it goes up, people should be like, shit, cutting their losses, man. Like, no, even if Luna goes up, the only thing it should be going up for is so people can get their money out of it, in my opinion. Wow, I clicked this thing like 100 times. $0.20 now. $0.17 on CoinMarketCap. 3.45 billion coins of Luna out in circulation. Market cap 609 million. They just put another. Luna has 5 billion coins in circulation. There's just nobody should be trying to convince anybody to buy this. If it turns around, it's the luckiest thing in the miracle, but I wouldn't touch it. I have a 50 house rent, Luna. I never put money into crypto you can't afford to lose, man. It's gone. You ain't getting it back on Luna. Sorry, buddy. Yep. Once people figure out that Johnny Rockstar says it, once people figure out POS is BS, there'll be a handful of coins left, which will suck up almost all the entire crypto market. You're 100% right. XLM, old, outdated. Litecoin, old, outdated. You know. Soon you'll pay money to own Luna for sure. The SEC goes after Terra? Nope. I think they go after all stable coins. All stable coins are going to have to be backed by US dollars within the next 90 days. I almost guarantee it. So if you guys got packed or any of these other stable coins, I would get the F out of them, right? Get into Bitcoin, get into USDC. USDC is going to be the government favorite. Buddy, if you ask again, I'm going to delete you from the channel. So I'll give you one timeout left. Haircuts, Spirit Universe, I double my KDA bags. Let's go, homie. Let's go, baby. We're the only crew in here that's so hype about this right now. Like, that's it. And it's hard to be hype. You know, it's so hard to be hype in these industries, but gotta trust yourself. That's on Blackout Vape is where I get them. I think if you Google Blackout Vape, they'll be on there. They're hides. Good Dana, my friend. The playlist above you. Watch the playlist above you. At the very top. Tammy, what up? What up? What up? Antonio, what up, homie? Good to see you, man. Travis, what up? Travis G in the house. Bought 40,000 flux at 60 cents. Let's go, Travis. How's UST going to get their pet back? They've been saying that they're going to get it back forever. They're not. And what you think people are going to go run into Luna after just getting annihilated? Solana is a layer 1, and if they centralize block production, it'll be a cool gaming it'll be a cool platform for probably some games, I would think. Moon Boys will try to push it on you to get their money out for sure. Yeah, Luna's down to 10 cents now. It's going to 0, guys. It really is. Casper I wouldn't touch. I think Casper is a Moon Boy shill project. Juicehead Vape is the best? Hell yeah. Is that a shop or is that like a brand? What up, big man? Nah, I don't think UST's next. Ellie, what up, homie? I think that UST's just doing what UST always does. Or USDT, I mean. Oops. Oh yeah, pull next to one I used. All right, yeah. Yeah, this is normal. It's at night. It's back up to 98.5, guys. Look at it. It happens every, like, weekly over here. Sorry, Double A. What was that? Oh, you're an idiot? Yeah, okay. Luna's subreddit had to shut down after every other post about the S word from losing everything. Don't invest what you can't afford to lose. Yeah, I believe it. I mean, it was pretty bad. I mean, it was at least the smart ones. Like, right, we were live. Gideon got out. Like most of our squad got out really. I mean, we sold at 87. The people that didn't sell at 87, don't really know. Gideon sold out at he had like he got out at like 18,800 out of his 20,000. He got out when it was at like 92 cents. It bounced up again, and he was in the lives like, what do? I don't know, man. Call me if you got time. He got out. Yeah, there you go, King. Yo, TH, what up, homie? Because they probably just got hacked, so they're probably pumping their own coin to try to make people feel better about their shit decision to put money into Axie, a game built in Solidity on Ethereum. All right, they were trying to bridge, right? Because they were built on Ethereum. So they're trying to get away to get off of Ethereum because it doesn't work. And their stupid bridge got hacked and cost you guys everything. Justin, I don't know, man. I just buy every chance I get. You're at like my DCA spreadsheet, right? This would have been my strategy on Cadena. All right, I would have hit 7 with 10%. I would have hit 25%. I would have hit 35%. I would have hit 20%, and I would have hit 10%. And I said that ever since I made this spreadsheet. I tell you guys, if you have the once in a lifetime opportunity for the projects that you are this bullish on to go 95% off, you do everything humanly possible in your power. And I've said that. Go back and watch my old school. Those exact words, right? These Black Swan events happen once in a freaking lifetime. And you're normally down here for about 10 days, and then you're back up off the 95% mark, right? And then you kind of run sideways, and then you might wick down again to this mark again. But you're only going to have a few opportunities for projects normally stay. Now, we're also on the verge of the worst economic collapse in the history of the world. So that could also put more pain on the crypto market. Things are going to get really, really tough. But if you're smart enough and you understand what you're doing, the asset's 95% off from peak formation. Sure, it can go another 100, it can go another 50% off from here, but eventually the good projects will find bottom. Cardano went down to 2 cents last time, right? That wasn't even a good project. So oh yeah, man. Anytime you get at the 95% off mark, yeah. I got one at $1.25 that didn't get hit yet and $1.15, but like I'm only holding out because I don't know, and I already have so much Cadena. I definitely want these to get filled, but if they don't get filled, it's not the end of the world for me, right? My last target, I don't even think it got hit. My $1.40 target, no. Oh yeah, it would have hit it. It would have hit it at $1.40, but it only hit it for a second. Like you would have had to have that one ready to get it. Now you might get it again. You know, Jake, these market conditions are so unprecedented. It's kind of unrealistic. I don't know. I don't think so, because I think the billionaires will step in to just to protect their own bags and protect their reputation. Like these players don't want Bitcoin to look this bad, you know? All it's going to take is one billionaire to go, hey, anytime Bitcoin comes down this level, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. I'm buying. Then the next time it comes down there, another billionaire do the same thing, you know? And then they just eventually will weather this together. That's how I expect it to play out. The good coins will, right? Like the really good ones. Stewie, I haven't heard anybody saying any problems with it. It's one Cadena every time. And I've been buying Cadena so often right now. So I'm just like, all right, I'm just going to let it accumulate. I know it's dumb to leave anything on there, retarded, and I definitely should get it off there, but I'm going to get another, X wallet because we're going to do a tutorial on it next week. So when I get all that off there, we're going to do a special video on Cat X and X wallet in the private live stream. So we're going to walk you guys through everything you need to know about X wallet, setting it up, how to secure it, how to deposit. So I don't even trust X wallet, right? So I'm going to show you guys what not to do, right? I don't recommend using it. I don't know why I have Cadena in there. I don't know why I'm sending more Cadena to it. But I kind of feel like I have a weird trust for the CatX team. I don't know why. I more so have a faith that I just think that the Cadena team wouldn't let them fail or do anything shady. Don't know. You know, it's hard to say, Lee. I would think that the Cadena team, because the smart contracts are in human readable code, I would think that wallet is safe, that the Cadena team probably had their people go through it and audit it. I think that it's going to get audited by the audit company. And I think as long as there's no things obviously bad in that wallet, that we'll see in the audit. So yeah, it's kind of hard saying right now the audit's not done, but after the audit is done, EOD 3500, let's go. Yeah, they got a lot of big changes coming up on X Wallet. I don't know if you've seen their post on Twitter. It's going to be exciting. I do, Justin. I'm buying it. It's the opportunity of a lifetime, and it's 95% off. It's impossible not to. This is the Black Swan event. Like, I mean, yeah, it could get really bad. It could definitely get worse. It's crypto, you know. You don't ever want to say something can't happen, right? No, I wouldn't touch Phantom, Jordan. Phantom's a dag, man. Watch the playlist above you guys, pinned to the top. If you guys think like Cardano's a cool blockchain, you guys think Solana's cool, you think Phantom's cool, watch the playlist above you. And then try to compare any of the other blockchains you like to that blockchain. Wrap Cadena. Yeah, well, it's Wrap Cadena's through a third party. So, I mean, that third party could fail, but why would you want to wrap your Cadena? That seems crazy to me. I would never want to use Ethereum, so I would have to wrap my Cadena and take it into it.